We are recording. Hey, man, so look, check it out.
Check it out.
Me being a fan of Jordan,
Michael
I
Jordan.
always wanted the Jordan hoop. I thought that
Hoop earring.
the Jordan hoop earring was a classic. If you were a fan of the 2-3, you had to have a hoop. So my wife told me that only a certain type of man could rock the hoop earring. And at the time, I wasn't old enough.
I think it depends, right? Because at one time the hoop was a little longer, so like there was like you could like you had if it was too big, you're like a pirate, and if it was they got the real small ones that were thick.
Yeah.
That just burn. Those were that's the best hoops you can get to me.
And see, then by having older Muslim men influencers in my life, they was like, no, see, my brother, the black man, that's how he showed he was owned by the white man when he had his ear pierced with the hoop. And I was like, yeah, but this ain't that time no more. And Jordan's small hoop earring is kind of fire. Yeah. And then I'm even tell you, bro, I like the hoop earring. And what's your boy out of New Orleans, Aaron Neville, the Neville brothers?
Yeah, with the no cutout shirts all the time, showing his guns.
Yeah, and then he showed his guns. He had the eyebrow pierce. He had the hoop, and he had the dangly cross. I was like, bro, that's my speed. You know what I'm saying? But I could never muster up the courage to get the dangly cross. I even tried to get the Allen Iverson, the dangly cross.
Say it one more time.
No, I'm not. So you can record.
Hold on, one more time. I'm doing it. I'm checking.
The dangly cross.
Pause.
Okay, that's possible.
Pause. Dangly.
I didn't get it because I felt like I'm on fly enough. Because Aaron, back then, homie was singing his songs with his guitar with the too tight. He had the the too tight Levi's and the cutoff shirt. But homie ain't doing no push ups.
No.
Homie looked like he played linebacker in high school, and that was it.
He sang like his pants too tight and making his nuts tight, and that's why he sounded like
he
that.
Did, bro. And he looked like he hadn't lifted the weight since 10th grade.
Yeah, he just got big one year, but never worked on them all.
See, at least I consistently still lift weights, so I might not do the cardio, but I lift weights. So I look like if the nigga go run for 3 months, it might be something up underneath the fat. But I'm lazy, I don't do it. Like, hey, Dub, put a hamburger down, bro.
Seen you run before. That's a funny thing.
You know what? So it's definitely a difference between, and I figured this out.
Yeah.
If you look at football players,
yeah,
non-skilled position football players, so like your linemen,
okay,
maybe your linebackers,
okay,
their run is different from your receivers. Most of your receivers, defensive backs, quarterbacks, small frame scat backs,
yeah,
are also track runners, whether it's long distance, 200, 100 meter.
Right, yeah, everything over there, the run backs.
So they have form when they run. Like there's a form. There's a form where they can get into a groove and they're comfortable.
Yeah.
Niggas that is 230 plus.
Yeah.
We just want to get it over with.
Yeah.
All the form is gone, my guy.
When you over 230, you're a stalker on the football field. You're not really a chaser. That's why when they get in open field, you'll see the skill player go to form and pull away, and the stalkers is like
as they should. Grab. As a 245-pound linebacker, my goal is to be able to move laterally from sideline to sideline, and I'm hitting what crosses my face.
Anything.
As an outside linebacker, a larger outside linebacker, when I had to go cover somebody in the flat, I was like, Jesus, take the wheel. And the first thing I did that's what you do, bro. When you see that third nigga come out in the flat, motion in the flat, you're like, I got
check your help.
I got some help over top.
Look for my help right away. Go ahead.
I'ma jam him, but if he get past me, it's this 6, man. Y'all, I got a safety back there, man. What's up?
Oh man, have you seen the video with the guy that's exposing those college players to my Davis? Davis, watch this play right here. You scared?
He a whole ass nigga, bro. Don't expose nobody till they get to the pros and get that bag, man. You a whole ass nigga.
Davis, look right here. Last time you bust your face. This time you're scared. You lay on your backside. Scared to hit him.
Excuse me. Was he a defensive back though?
Yeah.
I'm pretty niggas. They don't want to hit nobody. I saw a clip of a defensive back, like a cornerback, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Man, he was talking cash money shit pre-snap. He was doing all this shit in the receiver face, doing all kind of weird antics.
Mm-hmm.
Man, this receiver came off the line and jammed this nigga so bad. He should have walked off the field. He should have Antonio Brown him.
Antonio Brown, that's funny.
What you got, bro? I saw you said you had a couple of more topics. Let's get these topics over with so we can lay it down like these hoes do.
I saw the great B.A. Baracus, a.k.a. Mr. T, on an Aaron's commercial.
I pity the fool.
Yeah, who don't buy Reddit or whatever it was. Aaron's, who don't buy Aaron's. He said pity the fool for 100%. Sure he did. And I was like, dang, man, this man is one of the greatest sidekicks of all time. Like all time. So who are the greatest?
Sidekick, Hulk Hogan sidekick, Rocky sidekick. But he's also
he wasn't right. He wasn't Rocky sidekick. They was enemies. He was the main villain in Rocky.
All right, so he was Sylvester Stallone's sidekick. Hey, nah, he wasn't no sidekick, bro. Fuck that. That's Mr. T, bro. Mr. T is a black icon, and we need to give him his flowers. There will be no Mr. T slander on this podcast.
I'm not slandering. I'm saying that, but in Rocky, he was the main villain. Like it was him and Rocky movie.
He was. You're right.
He wasn't no sidekick in that one, but he was the sidekick on the A-Team. It was like Hannibal was the leader, and the three other guys, Murdoch, Face, and Baby Rockets, they were the sidekicks, together. They were a team and they was a crew, but they were the sidekicks. But I was trying to think of, like the greatest black sidekicks, like Ford Perfect, Mos Def in the who was that man when he was going around the world in outer space, whatever.
Oh, the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
There you go, yeah.
Boy, I do these movie shit, bro.
Okay, Rerun and What's Happening, when he created one of the greatest dance moves to ever.
Bro, Mr. T had beef with like Mr. T daughter had beef with these rappers, right?
What for?
One of them Zelda niggas made mention of Mr. T's neck. He was like, I ain't got that. Hey yo. This is my West Side Gun voice. Hey yo, I ain't got that hollow gold like Mr. T. You know what I'm saying? And his daughter was like, time out, chill out. Unlike most of you rappers, my daddy's goal was 100% real.
Pretty sure it was, man. It's like a
nigga in the 80s who had that much gold around his neck, that shit was real.
Yeah,
might have been hollow than the motherfucker. But it was real 14K.
Man, he doing much. He a bodyguard. He jumping around. He can't be having all that heavy stuff on.
I ain't gonna lie to you though. For a nigga that was doing all that moving, his chains wasn't. So it might have been solid.
I mean, he had a whole cartoon series. So
man, this nigga, this nigga looked like he just went to the jewelry store and said, "Hey fool, let me get everything in a size 18 to 29."
I need I need 18, 19, or 20, or 21, or
22, 23. Bro, that was perfectly layered too, my nigga.
Yeah. He had a play on that too. One of them was a big old plate.
And then he had the forefinger. Bro, he was the nigga back in the day, bro. He did a red carpet with Sly Stallone.
He did have a mohawk, and he wore.
He had a mohawk, some super tight ass pants. Cowboy boots, the feather with
the feather
earrings with the cut off silk shirt open to here, showing the top portion of the 8-pack. Bro, Mr. T might be my hero.
Mr. T was a fool, man.
You gotta have APAC. You gotta have APAC if you got 30 chains on.
Balboa. You look at your wife. When I meet a real man, I'm like, ooh, that boy can't. Mr. T, man. But that still wasn't as hard as that time. Puig, whatever his name, for the Atlanta Braves hit that home run on the Astros, and that was hard.
In H time, that hurt my feelings, bro.
That was hard. You know, Betty White died.
Who? Yeah,
Betty White.
man.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
They fucked over Betty White, bro. They put out that Time 100 cover. Why they do that to Betty White? Man?
Which one? I didn't see it.
They did a cover celebrating her 100th year birthday.
Yeah.
Before it happened, Betty White died on New Year's Eve, bro. We don't see the. Bro,
well, it's kind of funny. There's like she lived through like 24 leap years.
Yeah. And also, when I first saw it, the person who I saw it on my timeline, this is sad, bro. I haven't watched the news in months. I'm gonna be honest with you. Haven't watched the news in months, and I feel like I'm up on all current events. So when the first person who posted on my timeline, I'm like, come on, bro. New Year's Eve, Betty White died at 99 on New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Can y'all stop killing this lady? Y'all been killing this lady the last 20, 30 years, bro. Stop killing Betty White. But then I seen like an official news page posted. I'm like, oh damn, she died for real on New Year's Eve. Man, that's fucked up. I don't want to die on the
holiday.
No, fuck that. I don't want to die on New Year's Eve. Let me make it to at least the second.
If you die after the holiday, they're gonna say it was the holiday that killed you. And if you die before the holiday, they're gonna be like, damn, you can't wait to the holiday?
Man, my tea lady told me about a report. The most heart attacks happen. The most heart attacks happen amongst middle-aged people like a couple of days before Christmas because they're dealing with the stresses of providing a perfect Christmas for the family. You got me fucked up. I'm not finna die of no fucking heart attack because I'm trying to buy presents I can't afford and pay the rent. No, fuck that. Rent getting paid. Fuck your presents.
All right. So sidekicks, we got Donkey. That was a great sidekick.
Who?
It's Donkey.
Donkey.
From Shrek.
What about Battle Cat?
Nah, Battle Cat was a bitch.
No. He was a bitch until,
until it became Battle Cat.
Until the powers of grace, though I have the power. Yeah. Then he was a real nigga.
When Adam wasn't He-Man, he wasn't no hoe though. He wasn't running this
Adam was not a hoe as He-Man. Adam was not a hoe as Adam.
He wasn't crouching around, you know what I'm saying? What's his name? His name is Cringer.
Cringer.
His name was Cringer, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's real close to nigger, isn't it?
But I see what they did to Cringer. He cringes it.
Yeah, but it's real close to nigger, isn't it?
But once, Adam turned into He-Man and he turned into Battle Cat. Bro, I used to want to be He-Man.
Everybody want to be He-Man. Everybody's taking their broomstick and said, I have the power.
So you know what my mom did because she knew I wanted to be He-Man? She went out
and bought your loincloth?
I hate the fact that I don't have this figure anymore. She went out
she didn't buy your loincloth?
In true black parent fashion.
Yeah.
And she bought me Sunman. You know who Sunman was? It was a black dude.
With the long
But Sunman is a legit superhero though, bro.
Yeah, but he had the long, the shoulder pads that stuck way out.
He was He-Man, but black, bro. His whole little get up was somewhat He-Man-ish with some shit that made him fly.
He had the long, his arms were out, but he had a cut off shirt and the shoulders were long.
He also had a uniform that was similar to He-Man's. She bought me the one that was similar to He-Man's. And if I knew back then what I know now, I would have never taken that action figure out of the package and I would have threw it on the shelf.
Why, Sunman worth a lot of money now?
A Sunman untouched, yes. More than what it was when you bought it. Bro, on some real shit, I got a lot of bobbleheads and Star Wars action figures that I bought for $10 that are worth $120.
That's cool, man. I'll put them up another 5 years. see what 2025 is
I
like.
don't even know where they at, bro.
Cleveland. Remember Cleveland? It's the Cleveland show.
I fucking hated Cleveland, bro.
Carlton. Oh,
Kev got that man arrested.
Kev did get that man arrested. Danny Glover.
Danny Glover won a sidekick. Nigga, Mel Gibson was the sidekick.
No, Danny Glover was the side because look, they had Danny Glover on the shitter with a bomb under his thing.
I will not allow you to soil that Black American icon's name. Danny Glover was the main star. Mel Gibson was the bitch ass sidekick.
Mel Gibson he's crazy. He's maverick. He's crazy. He's wild. You never know what he gonna do. The sidekick is the person who always has the main character does something, and the sidekick's like, I can't believe he did that. That's how you know.
Mel Gibson was a sidekick.
Okay, Carl from Family Matters.
Who was the main character?
Urkel, bro.
Carl was a sidekick. If anything, Eddie Winslow was the sidekick.
Everybody but Urkel after the first season was the sidekick.
You said Urkel was the sidekick?
No, everybody but Urkel was the sidekick. It was the Urkel show starring
Jaleel White. Yeah.
And then he also was a sidekick in Die Hard.
Who was the sidekick in Die Hard?
Carl.
Man, I didn't know Carl was in Die Hard, bro.
Remember, he was the one on down with the body. He was like, you know what, John? Sometimes times get hard. And you give them inspirational speeches, the old sidekick speeches. You know, you can do this, man. We got you down here.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Yeah, he wasn't going in the air conditioning vent on the West College and fighting nobody. He was on the speakerphone talking to John McClane, sidekick stuff.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
What about Red? Shawshank Redemption?
I ain't really watch Shawshank, bro. I'm not into watching niggas in prison. I ain't watch Shawshank. I really ain't get into Green Mile, Magical Negro.
It was only
if I'm a magical Negro, I'm gonna break out of prison.
Check this out. It was great because in Shawshank, it was only one brother in jail. All was white folks, man. I was like, this is wonderful. This is how life should be.
Yeah, he probably was doing Fed time, Club Fed. He won.
He got out.
He won at a Supermax.
He's the only one that got out. Everybody else didn't get out. He got out.
He won sitting up with Casanova 2 times and Taxstone.
All right, what about?
Bro, let's talk. Hold on, time. Let's talk about this.
What?
Man, what's up with these interviews and niggas hating on niggas? Like, I've seen what. All right, and then we're gonna be done.
All right.
Is your boy good?
This is the last word. So I need some music though. I need some music right quick. This is the last thing. So what you gonna say? It's the last word.
Is academics good for the culture?
Nah, bro.
Because I've been watching. All right, so the last couple of podcasts that he's put out that I've actually checked into, one of them was kind of not kind of. One of them was 100% informative because there was a guy who was an ex-Fed and he was just talking about a couple of cases. Now, he was talking about like, you know, Casanova case, 6ix9ine case, Young Boy case, shit like that. But
yeah,
he also was dropping knowledge. And I feel like if there was any takeaways from it, if I was a young cat doing music, and if I lived in the New York area, A, I wouldn't do any organized crime in New York. B, the hip hop police is a real thing, and you probably should act accordingly if you have a record deal. Yeah. He was telling you about RICO cases, how some of these young people get caught up in a RICO case. He pretty much said Pooh Shiesty would have got away if he wouldn't have did an IG post with money up his arm, because all the feds did was looked at the money in the IG video he had up his arm, matched some serial numbers from a botched robbery, and they were saying, hey, you are a part of this because the money you're displaying in IG is one of the bills we recovered. So
He just pled out for 8 years. Well, the possibility of 8 years instead of life. So he might get out.
he
He might
pled
get
out
out
to 8.
before.
That
Pled out
makes
to 8.
that's
4.
a good thing if he played out to 8. That nigga better do one of them Jailhouse Phone Call albums. But yeah, man. So that was informative. But then this whole Whack 100 shit, like Whack 100, okay, he might be telling you some truth. I feel like Whack 100 too old to keep the mess going and he be keep it going. And then this nigga had Troy Ave on. And man, Troy Ave just, I mean, I guess
not like Joe Budden.
Huh?
He does not like Joe Budden.
Yeah, don't nobody like Troy Ave. I mean, Troy Ave don't like Joe Budden, but Tax Stone is Joe Budden man's, so he shouldn't like Troy Ave, and Troy Ave shouldn't like Joe Budden. And is this shit really good for hip hop? Because Troy Ave on here dry snitching on Tax Stone and casting over 2 times and doing all of this shit, bro. Like, man, oh no, man, Casanova ain't the nigga you think he is, because he was begging for his life when I seen him. And I'm sitting there like, yo, man, any self-respected nigga who is making money off of music and it's some bullshit ass street beef going on, like the smart thing and the thing that we should be doing as a community is like, hey, you know what, my brother? Hey, this bullshit we beefing over don't even matter. Like, nah, we can talk about it. We can box if need be, and then it can be over with. But all this gunplay shit shouldn't be a thing. And that's why I commend, no matter what the bullshit is that's coming out, which ain't a lot of bullshit, ain't really nothing coming out, with Freddie Gibbs and the Jim Jones situation is,
Yeah.
them niggas had some beef. Them niggas seen each other in real life, and it was a fisticuffs. And you ain't heard no more about it, bro. And why we can't have them kind of disagreements?
Well, you have heard about it. You heard academics trying to pump it up and saying this, you know. That's why I think he's back. Is like he's an outsider to street anything. And so for him, it's like he's fascinated with it because like he didn't grow up in that.
Yeah. He don't know what it's like.
He exploits it for the fascination, not knowing that people, like you said, everybody's like, people don't really getting killed while you over here wide-eyed, and like them people I'm not seeing, they dead because you pushing this stuff, man. You ain't even from this.
I blame Meek Mills. I blame Meek Mills, and I blame Rory. I'm gonna tell you why. I blame Meek Mills because Meek and this nigga Ack had beef, and Ack ain't get touched. And when I say he ain't get touched, I ain't saying he get shot. I'm saying ain't nobody put fist on his face. So he feels invincible. So now Ack feel like I had beef with a quote unquote street nigga and nothing happened to me. So now Ack be talking a little tough. I blame Rory because Rory let Ack get away with some shit. And instead of actually, you know, fighting this man, he left a threatening letter in his mailbox and then got mad at Joe Budden because Joe Budden didn't defend him. So I blame Rory as well.
You see Rory and Mal with the gun dude?
Oh, with Detroit Dust?
Yeah.
Detroit Dust gonna get somebody killed. But more importantly, I seen Rory and Mal do a pod with Jermaine Dupri, which I would have listened to the pod with Jermaine Dupri until I saw clips of the pod. And in the pod, Jermaine Dupri got a random call from Bow Wow, and Bow Wow was spazzing out. I feel like these niggas had a scripted podcast to go viral. And at this point, on episode 26 of the Rory and Mal show, if y'all have already reverted to scripted podcasts, that means that you niggas were truly just being C-Mike's Joe Budden, and y'all can't produce good content.
Hello. So Rory and Mal have JD, and then Bow Wow calls in and goes off with somebody.
Rory and Mal have a sit down with Jermaine Dupri.
Yeah.
And the clip they put out, the trailer they put out to push their podcast, was them sitting down with Jermaine Dupri, having a conversation. JD phones go off and he answers it. And it's Shad Moss. Shad Moss is
Shad the God.
Shad the God is the Harlem Shake King.
Yeah.
Is spazzing out. His baby mama made him mad. He finna run it up. I'm finna show up with $1 million in cash. We finna go throw it all at the strip club. I'm bringing the G-Wagons and Lambos out. It's an event. He does all of this on the phone with Jermaine Dupri. Yeah. The day he just happens to be recording with Rory and Mal. And so all Mal, first off, Mal is such a horrible podcaster. He don't say shit. And then Rory says, yeah, bring out the fourth mic. That scripted Bow Wow spazzing is not gonna do what you want it to do. Because you niggas ain't the talent they can make that shit happen. When Ray J called the Breakfast Club and went off on Fab, bro, that was golden. Cause you had nigga like Ray J calling, doing what he doing.
Yeah.
And then you have personalities who know how to capitalize, like the Charlemagnes and the DJ Enbies.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless of how you feel about them. Regardless of how you feel about them niggas is good at what they do.
They messy Bessies too, though.
Huh?
They messy Bessies too.
They are messy Bessies, but what I'm saying is them niggas is good as they're good at what they do. Regardless of how you feel about Charlemagne, DJ Envy, and Angela Yee, they're good at what they do. Joe Budden, regardless of how you feel about him, is good at what he does. You might not like Ice and Ish, but it's a different pod now that you don't have Rory and Mal, because Rory was the younger nigga. Mal wanted to be a young nigga that was older than Joe, but Ice and Ish are niggas in their 40s with Joe. So yeah, nigga, it's an uncle's pod. It's a different demographic now. So it ain't what it was. The Joe Budden podcast has evolved. It's still good podcasting shit though. You know what I'm saying? It's actually, to me, a little better because I like Ice and Ish's point of views. I love Park's point of view. I like the fact when they start talking about music, Joe and Parks get nerd out. And then they break down all the little small, what is the idiosyncrasies? Is that what you say?
That's what I say.
Yeah. They break down all them little small little situations, bro. Park, you know what I'm saying? Parks get into his little, when Parks get into his little producer / engineer bag, and he tell you, like, they listen to the Rick Ross album, I listen to it, I'm like, man, that shit fire. And then Parks like, nah, they fucked him on the mixing. And then Joe like, yeah, this is what a snare sound like when they come in. And then they go pull you some Hit Boy shit like, oh. Them niggas know what they doing.
Yeah.
Rory and Mal are B mics, B and C mics, who didn't know their position they should have been playing, and now they're trying to have their own pod. They had episode 26. I don't think they make 100 episodes.
I mean, the thing that they had the wherewithal or the wherewithal to, oh my God, I would get some of the craziest texts, bro.
Call her, bro. Call her.
No, this is some serious stuff, though. It's just crazy.
Oh, okay. Don't call
but,
her.
I lost track of what you were saying. Oh, what were we talking about, bro? I was with you until I saw this text about making some business cards. It was funny. I'll tell you up there. But I'm lost.
You lost?
I'm lost, bro. Seeing pictures and stuff, man. I got enemies. I got a lot of enemies.
No, you don't.
I don't. So Can I get some sound, some music, man?
Yeah.
And that was the last word with AR Dub.
Yeah. Last word, AR Dub, Rory and Miles Pod. I can't say it's not entertaining because I haven't listened to not one episode, but I don't like their antics. I'm saying it today. They're not going to make it to 100 episodes. Now, me and you, however, we did 100 episodes. I think with our eyes closed, bro.
Yeah.
So,
sleeping, really.
Yeah.
Sleeping.
We ain't even start cooking yet, bro.
Yeah, man. This is just the water. This is like microwave.
Yeah. When this next year, bro, we finna really just get in our bag, bro. I'm finna.
That's how mom was cooking, bro.
Yeah, but you know what, man? I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I was like, Bug gotta stop with the random guests. So when you hit me early and told me the guest count, I was like, oh, here we go with this bullshit. That's how then, when guest number one chimed in, I was like, man, we gotta have more structure with the guests, bro. We gotta intro the guests and do X, Y, and Z. And then I was like, time out. It's a doorbell.
Doorbell, man.
Man, that's fire. We're just
talking.
We
man,
just two niggas talking. Like our pod is really just two people talking,
having a conversation that these people don't. We need the other people to be in this conversation.
And then random people just show up to the spot and ding dong.
So it should be called the spot. Oh, you know what, man? Well, how can I do this? Let's do this. Can you hear this? Tell me if you hear this. Please tell me you hear this. Tell me if you hear this, because I got some. I've been cooking too. You know what I'm saying? A little bit, not a whole lot.
I want you to know. I know how you did this in the background. I just want you to know that.
I did what?
I know how you did that.
But this right here?
Yeah, I know how you did that. I just want you to know I know how you did it. Oh. I'm just waiting on another camera list to show up. That's all.
I did it for a whole episode. Last 2 episodes when I've been.
I know how to do it. I can complete it right now. I just choose not to. I'm waiting I'm waiting on another camera lens.
You know what I'm saying?
I know how you did it. I'm waiting on another camera lens. RIP better.
You know what I'm saying? The Mac, you know what I'm saying?
You do realize we did this last part though, right?
Yeah, I know. I'm just showing you that. But I want you to hear this. One team, man. The one team. Yeah, the Jamaican man. Look at me like I'm crazy. I say no. Please play. The theme of my life for the next 27 days is this DJ Snake and Future song. It makes no sense whatsoever, but it's the best song I've ever heard. But it makes 0 sense. Can you hear this?
Do you respect? No, I don't hear that at all.
You don't hear that?
It's horrible audio, what I hear.
I'm straight at you. Hello from Texas. It's the James Boogie Podcast.
That's just
what happened to It's All Good is really it ain't all hood with James Book.
That's what I'm working on. I'm trying to get my intro together, get my guest list together so I can have. I'm only going to do twice a month though.
If that's the intro you want to do, I could have been did that, but way better, bro.
I didn't think that was just a snippet of it, bro.
Okay.
That was a snippet. There's more coming, and you ain't got to dry hate on my. Look how Master Junior looking at you.
He looking at you. He ain't looking at me.
Yeah, look at you like, man.
Nah, he ain't looking at me. He know a real player. He know a real player when he see him. Hey man, any female who gotta tell me how cool she is, she ain't that cool.
That's every website, every profile. I'm a cool, down-to-earth female who loves to have fun and travel. I got my own, so I don't need yours.
I can break that down. Whoa. That's why I'm cooking on the dating apps with you. Say that again. She said what?
I'm a cool, down-to-earth female.
Time out. You ain't cool or down-to-earth. You gonna harass me. You know what I'm talking about, and ask me where I be at. What's next?
I love to travel.
All right. Translation. You want to get fluid out. So you want me to take you places you can't afford to take yourself. But you don't want to go to Miami. Bitch want to go to Dubai. What you got next?
I'm a foodie.
She's a foodie? meaning that she really can't afford to go to Steak 48 or Ruth Chris or hell, even Chili's. So she want me to pay for it. What's next?
And I got my own, so I don't need yours.
Translation, either she can't pay her rent or she living with her homegirl and she's sleeping on her homegirl couch. So her goal is to move in with me.
Toxic.
But I gotta have a flat somewhere in a high rise downtown or midtown section of whatever city I live in. And I at least have to have a Porsche or above. Regular
See,
Mercedes don't do it no more.
When you respond that way, I totally understand why you respond that way. In order to be married, this is how you have to think. You have to have a part of your brain that shuts down any inkling of BS from a woman, so that if you're gonna risk it all, as you've already it has to be perfect. Like she has to be like, yeah, I just want your wife to know that we can do it together, and you gotta be, I'll never ever tell because I got this $5,000. It's gonna be perfect because you're gonna eliminate all the BS.
I'm not paying no side bitch, bro. I'm not paying your rent. I'm not paying your car note. I'm not paying your car insurance. I'm not paying a light bill, gas bill, water bill, cell phone bill. I ain't paying none of that shit. I ain't paying your grocery. I'm not buying your groceries from HEB. No, nigga.
I'm pretty sure that there are women who just want to bone.
Oh, there are. I do agree. There are.
And they're not dirty whores, all of them.
Well, I didn't say the young lady who wants me to take her to Paris is a dirty whore.
She's a scheming whore?
But if I pay for a trip to Paris, you're definitely sucking dick and balls. Is that toxic?
I mean, I thought that was just part of the...
It should be part of the transaction. If a man buys a woman a plane ticket and she steps on a plane, I don't care if she's going to the Maldives,
to Hayes, Kansas,
or Hayes, Kansas. There definitely should be ball and penile action for her. Like, if you're on your cycle, then you need to wait till you're off.
All right, so we can close the show out on 3 corrections from last show.
Am I that toxic?
Yes.
I know these 3 corrections are not going to be anything that you feel like you were wrong about.
No,
all 3 are going to be all things that you think I'm wrong about.
Just listen to the correction, bro.
Okay, let's go.
1 on the Hayes, Kansas. You are 100% right. It's 450 something from Denver.
I know it's right.
Yeah, I know. But I'm saying I was confused about where Kansas was in Missouri and how, whatever. But it is Missouri, Kansas, Colorado. So that makes sense. 2, the $500, $200 million comparison. Like, if I got $200 million and they owe me $500,000, I want that $500,000. But that's the equivalent of, like, when you break it down, when you have that much money, that equates to like arguing over $40. Like, mathematically. It's like 40, well, 400 or $40, something like that.
All right, say that one more time.
Like, mathematically, if you have $200 million and you're having a discussion about $500,000, mathematically, that's like $400. Like, you can spend that $500,000 400 times before you go broke.
What is this in relation to, though?
I'm saying if you spend $1 million a year and you got $200 million, you could spend $1 million for 200 years. The 500,000 is 400 years. That's double. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, that's like, so having that, it's not even a correction. It's like saying that's why I was like, that's kind of awkward. Okay. And
but I'm lost though.
Okay.
Because I don't think we were talking about somebody with 200 mil.
This was the exact words. But that's okay.
Those are my exact words.
Said.
No, I said if I had $200 million in the bank and the nigga owed me $500,000, I still want my $500,000.
Yeah, and I agree with you. I'm saying that's like you tripping up $400.
But I can take that $500,000 that you owe me, take it, and throw it in an investment somewhere and let it sit for 2 years or a year, and I could double or triple or quadruple my $500,000 investment.
Tripling your $500,000 would make you $1.5 million.
I feel like 1.5 million is just adding to my. I didn't get 200 million by not making smart business decisions.
But I'm saying,
and I don't care how you put it.
Just said though. You said
I don't care how you put it. If you owe me 500,000, I want my 500,000.
I understand that, but I'm saying like you just said if I triple it, I got 1.5. If I got 200 million, what's 1.5 to 200 million, bro?
1.5 I didn't have, because then I could take that 1.5 and invest it in something else.
So what I'm saying is, at what point are you thinking to yourself like, or what point am I set in saying like, okay, I got enough money for my kids. Now all I got some of these little smaller things that might be an issue. It's not an issue no more. Cause okay, he owes 500,000. Yeah, I want my money, but that's not even pressing. That's not even on the back, the second, the third tier, fourth, fifth tier of my. Because even if I triple that money, that's still that's not even that's a small. It's not even reaching with 1.5. I already got 200 million.
But that goes back to the mindset of what your boy Kwame was talking about.
What?
Let's say I got a luxury that I wanna do, and that luxury cost me $1 million. Well, that 500,000 could be a start for me to invest into whatever business or entity that's gonna bring me the money that's gonna pay for said luxury. So let's say I want a $2 million car. I take the 500,000 you owe me, or a $500,000 investment, and then I flip it a couple of times, whether that's 6 months, until it gets me to where I need to be to afford said luxury. So now I have whatever I was gonna have as a luxury, it's paid for by an investment. And if I have 200 million liquid, I'm never touching that 200 million. I'm always making my money work for me. That's why I said I can be 200 million up in the bank. If you owe me 500,000, I want my 500,000. Now I might not go through crazy circumstances to get said 500.
Yeah.
But if you owe it to me, I want it. Like right now, bro, I'm a thousandaire, if you want to call it that.
Yeah.
If I got an extra $40, $50, $100 laying around, man, I can take that $100 or $1,500 investment and flip it into something. $1,500 ain't gonna make a break me right now. But
that's what I'm saying. At $400,
but listen to what I'm saying.
$500,000 not gonna make a break.
Listen to what I'm saying. I can fuck off 1,500, and it's not gonna. It's not gonna
500,000.
But listen to what I'm saying.
Okay.
Listen to what I'm saying. I can fuck off 1,500. It's not gonna break me. But instead of fucking it off, I can invest into something, and that 1,500 can mature in six to 8 months. So, you know, if you owe me 1,500, I'm not hurting for it, but I still want it.
Yeah,
because I can take it and I can use it to make me more money. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, and I think that my point really is like, I feel like we be so worried about stacking money or like being ahead that part of like, I was gonna fuck off $500,000 anyway. If I got 200 million, I was gonna fuck off 500,000 anyway.
But if
I was, so I understand wanting it. I ain't tripping, but like the wanting it is like I'm not. I don't know. That's me more. It's me more than you. So anyway.
No, I get it, but I think if using all your resources to build generational wealth and help people out around you, if a corporation owes me 500,000 and I already got 200 million in the bank, I want my 500,000. Now, if I'm 200 million up and Young James Boogie and his business owes me 500,000, and as a black man, I know if Young James Boogie paying me this 500,000 will put him in a bad spot,
Mm-hmm.
Me being up 200 mil would be like, hey, you know what? You a fellow black man like myself.
Mm-hmm.
Don't pay me the 500. What business venture can we hop into together and use the 500 you owe me as an investment where you will still be straight and we both can make bread? Now I'll do that.
Yeah.
But if I'm out here, you know, solo entity Aaron Dub, worth 200 mil liquid cash in the bank, and the Houston Texans organization owe me 500 million,
Yeah.
pay me my 500 million. So I'll say that.
Okay.
Because you know what I can do with that 500 million?
That's not.
No, I'm just saying because if the Houston Texans owe me 500 million,
500,000.
500,000,
Yeah.
I can take that 500,000 the Houston Texans owe me,
Yeah.
give it straight to Heads Up Houston or A-Leaf this or HISD that or Aaron Clark this. You know what I'm saying?
But you got 200 million liquid. You can take 500,000 out of yours because it's the equivalent of like $400.
What if I match it? What if I give you a mil?
Yeah, but I'm just saying that like
I'm just saying it can be useful too.
It could be useful. It's not even an argument. I'm just saying that the argument is saying that either way it goes, like this money at that point is something that's nothing to like any money. If you get $5, you can invest the $5 in something and it could turn into 20 million. So the amount of money that you can invest in it is neither here nor there. A dollar can turn into $1 million. You know what I'm saying?
Now, if it's the AB thing and I'm 30 mil up,
yeah,
and I got some incentives that I feel like you holding me back from, that can be 300,000.
Yeah,
I want to hit my incentives.
Well, I feel like I said, I feel like it's not the incentives per se. I feel like what it sounds like, the white boy told him, you ain't gotta play. You ain't gonna listen. You don't play. And he's like, what? And he fired him on this because per the NFL, per everybody, it was like he fired him on the spot. So he's like, on fired.
You know, it's funny.
What?
He's still on the roster. He ain't fired.
Exactly, because it was a heated exchange. He felt disrespected. AB, you know what I'm saying? So he ain't finna knock about, well, he finna show out like he does. He's an actor, you know what I'm saying? But in actuality, it's like there's a part of it that's like, man, that's how everybody feels at some point. It's like, y'all want to fire me? Why I gotta put my head down and be? I'm just gonna have to pull the way out.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
One of the kids on one of the teams you coach.
Yeah.
He don't like to play calling for your basketball team.
That wasn't it though.
Huh? No, I'm throwing a scenario out there because you wouldn't be in a position, you know, okay. Let me see.
It gotta be. He told me, man, my leg.
Talking about.
Yeah.
He did say he was hurt, right?
Yeah.
So what we're saying is, he said my leg hurt. Coach told him go back in the game.
Yeah.
So let's say you got a kid on your team. He's known to be a diva.
Yeah.
Coach Bug. Well, see, I can't ask you that because you're gonna do the right thing. Because if a kid come tell you, Coach Bug, my knee hurt, you're gonna say, all right, little Timothy, go sit down.
Yeah, I should.
You should.
I always should. I'm like, but you don't like it's hurt. It's like, man, it really hurt. I'm like, okay.
It's probably some backstory to it because I don't think Bruce Arians really wanted him on the team. I think he put him on the team because Tom Brady was like, go get AB.
My daughter, she I think it was this summer, she like rolled her ankle. We were playing one day. She was in the league. She rolled her ankle, and she was like, "I'm all right." I was like, "No, sit down. Sit down for the whole half."
That's what you should do. We should protect our athletes.
Yeah. Even though she's like, I think I'm all right. So I'm like, nah, if you rolled your ankle and did all, you did all, I'm like, you did all that, then you really need to sit down and rest a little bit, and then we'll reevaluate it at halftime. But you know what I'm saying? That's not even, I'm like, what do the trainers say?
I will say this though. For a young man to have a leg injury, he did a lot exiting the field.
Yeah. But I mean, come on now. People get shot and do stuff. You know what I'm saying? Your adrenaline pumps, anything is possible.
I get shot, I'm laying on the ground, bro. And I'm like, oh.
You're not gonna run?
You know what? I think it all depends on the kind of gunshot wound. Because I saw some Dominican gangsters get into a gunfight,
Yeah,
And you know, some niggas got shot and they fell on the ground and they wasn't finished.
that's what I'm saying.
But the
They
niggas
came
who was
back with
doing the shooting,
yeah.
them niggas came over there and finished them.
See, I don't want to be that guy. I'm gonna try to run.
But I do think that the gun. See, I don't know, man. If I got shot enough, if I got shot and I still can hold my beer, that mean I could have ran. But it's the Dominican, bro, and you know they got a whole different situation. And sometimes it be like they honor. So homie probably was like, I'm gonna finish my beer and deal with it. What you got last though, bro?
That was it, man. Aaron's last words, man. Oh, the last one was the blaxploitation thing with James Brown and the. Okay, so I don't think that anybody was wrong here. I don't think anybody was wrong. I think we both were right. It wasn't particularly a blaxploitation film, but it came out in the height of blaxploitation and had elements of blaxploitation in it.
Yeah, that's why it was considered. That's why that James Bond film was considered a part of blaxploitation cinema.
Yeah, it had elements of blaxploitation, but for me, I was always under the impression that blaxploitation was when it was always had black producers, or I mean, it had all white producers with black cast, not white people. You know what I'm saying?
But nah, like some of those movies, like the Mac, Dolomite, some of that shit.
It was an all black cast.
It was all considered blaxploitation era of cinema. So I think it was more or less the culture. Like some people say, Quentin Tarantino is a part of blaxploitation films when he did Django, because of he was exploiting black culture, and you know Spike Lee had the issue with him writing shit to drop nigga so many times. So I do think it's more or less about white directors who are depicting black culture from their lens, and in that era, it was considered blaxploitation.
The movie was about a Colombian drug dealer who had ties to New York, and then the New York dude was trying to flood the market so he could be the best supplier. You know, so the element of the pimp was in there. Yaphet Yo, whatever his name is, Yaphet.
Well, yeah, it fit the era of the times. So you did have a lot of movies in that era that were influenced by pimp culture.
Yeah, so, it's like, but I'm saying, like, it's like when rom-coms first came out. A lot of movies had rom, but I mean they had elements of rom-com because this was something it was popular at the time. So that was popular at the time. So that's why those elements are in there. But I mean, I guess at the end of the day, it's really just how an individual. Because some people might say it was 100%. Some people might say, well, nah, it had this element of it, that element. So it was just it had elements of. So I mean, it's just,
but it's 100% classified as a blaxploitation film. It's 100%. No, it's not. It's not a thing. So it's not my personal opinion. It's fact. It's 100% classified in the genre of blaxploitation. That one Bond movie, along with the other blaxploitation movies of its time period. It literally was put out in the time period with the content. There are dissertations and there are articles.
The blaxploitation movies had a black protagonist, bro. That's what made him black.
What I'm telling you is,
and the protagonist in the movie was black.
But what I'm telling you is, this movie in particular was included in the era of blaxploitation cinema.
And what I'm saying is, one of the characteristics of a blaxploitation movie
it had elements of all the characteristics, regardless of what. So regardless of what you're saying, the people who categorize these movies during the time period of cinema have included said movie in the era of blaxploitation.
No, it came out in the era. But
you're not hearing me what I'm saying. I understand you're saying when it came out. I'm telling you.
That's what I'm saying. It came out the height.
I'm telling you what it has been classified in. There are articles and papers written about this James Bond movie and how it was a part of the black exploitation era of cinema. That's what I'm telling you. If you go look it up, it's literal articles about how this particular film was a part of black exploitation.
I mean, like I said, it's the only black exploitation movie that doesn't have a black actor as the protagonist. If it is, like the Mac, all the other movies, there was a black person who was the protagonist. Dolomite, all of them was a black person who was the protagonist of all the movies except for this one.
Oh, look, I'm not arguing that. James Bond was the star of the show.
Yeah.
What I'm telling you is, when you look in cinema history, all the experts, all the people who went to school for this, all the people who are paid the big bucks to be critics of films, everyone who has the background, the education, and the job titles, who were tasked with categorizing movies through eras and information.
That's not
included.
What I read,
this film as black exploitation. It's included in the era of black exploitation cinema.
What I read didn't have the information that you.
What did you read, and where were your sources?
What I read said that it was a movie that had elements of black exploitation about it was, and it gave the breakdown of the story, and the who made the movie wasn't a U.S. white director. It was a British director. Like, it was a bunch of things. Like, and I'm saying, it's like, you can say that, but I'm saying, like, this is a different conversation we can go into. But like, at one time, there were experts who went to school who said there's an alpha male. There's no such thing as an alpha male. So I mean,
you just went down a tangent and said people who had barely passed middle school biology aren't qualified to say what mental health is. Is that correct?
No, it's not what I said.
What did you say?
I said that it's disturbing that people who struggle to get out of middle school biology can so quickly just diagnose someone with mental illness.
So is that statement saying people who aren't qualified to diagnose mental illness shouldn't be doing it?
That's saying that people are quickly, like, it's not saying that people can't diagnose them and can't be right, but I'm just saying, like, the same actions for someone else, you were like, oh, he crazy, or he whatever. Like, I've never been at a job where somebody gets fired and they don't say, we'll blow this bitch up some kind of way. Like, or if somebody gets suggested they're fired, I'm gonna blow this bitch up. You know what I'm saying? That's normal.
That's a terroristic threat. That's normal.
It's not normal.
For somebody
how many times in your life have you heard that? Huh? Are you telling me how many times in your life, honestly, have you heard somebody say, man, I'll blow this bitch up. If I don't get my check on time, I ain't get fired. If they try to, and it might not be 100% serious.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I ain't really heard that shit that many times, bro.
I mean, if you've heard it more than 5 times in your life?
I've not heard it more than 5 times in my life.
More than twice?
No.
So you only heard it once?
I mean, I've sat in my car myself and said that shit to myself, like.
This is what I'm saying. So how you deny?
But this is me though. I feel like I have a certain level of craziness. I can't say that I've been sitting at work and I've heard more than 5 times someone say they're gonna blow an establishment up if they don't get the paycheck. Now, if you ask me if I've seen it on just like random internet posts, yes. But me being an actual person who has witnessed this, no.
Well, I've heard it before. Not by the same person over and over again, but I've heard it in different settings. What I'm saying is that you saying that you said to yourself, it's just reaffirmation. What I'm saying that
it's not affirmation of what you're saying.
I'm going to tell you why.
Affirmation that me, A-Dub, be tripping sometimes.
Well, I'm saying, so A-B be tripping sometimes. That doesn't mean that he's mentally ill. Like, just because you saw somebody trip.
I don't think but see, time out. I don't think the one instance of him doing what he just did on the sideline is someone's total, hypothesis of his mental illness.
They said, "Oh, he got hit in the
has been
head 5
tripping.
years ago."
AB has been tripping for a minute, and it got worse once Vontaze Burfict hit his ass.
Absolutely. The first thought, well, the conversation has been ever since he got hit, he's been tripping. He has been different his whole career. But then supposedly after Vontaze Burfict hit him, now he's acting crazy, or he's acting like he got CTE. What I'm saying is, I've sat and watched this man's interviews and him talk about it, and it's like all we talk about is what we see. We don't talk about the antagonism that goes into what, like, I'm not condoning his reaction, but it is a reaction. It's not just he's just like walking up.
We all go through it. I go through it in corporate America every day. So, but I also have to know how to gauge my reactions to shit.
Yeah, but you don't have the cushion of being 20 million in the red.
It don't matter if I'm 20 million in the positive or 20 million in the negative.
It definitely
I still need to handle myself accordingly.
That's what I'm saying.
I can have 20 mil in the bank, and you know what? I ain't got to deal with this shit. Bet.
That's what he's
what I'm
saying.
saying? But at the same time, I can't say I don't want to deal with this shit. Do what he did, but then be looking to play in the lead next year.
What I'm saying is, if he's saying he has whatever threshold line that he don't want crossed. I'm not saying that he is right in his reactions, but he's also said very clearly and noticing, like, man, I don't need this football shit. So
if you don't need it, why are you trying to get back? Why are you trying to stay in the league so bad? So if you don't need it, after the last time they was fucking with you, bounce. If you don't need it when you lied about if you don't need it when you lied about your COVID test, just don't come back to the facility.
Watch this. What I'm saying is this. If I tell you on Tuesday, man, I don't need this, so I'm not gonna do nothing that's outside of my and you say, okay, you come play on my team. Why am I indebted to try to act some kind of way? I'm gonna be me regardless. I done told you already coming here, bro. I'm 20 million good, bro. I don't care about this.
There's other elements of the game. If you're playing on team sport, you have people that are dependent on you. It's a team element about it. It's supposed to be a brotherhood and a code outside of the coaches, outside of the management of the teams that you have with your fellow players. If you've played football before, the analogy is similar to being in the military on a battlefield. Even though it's not the same, it's similar. You're going to battle with these guys.
Yeah.
If anything, I'm going to uphold that code. So if anything, if I'm having any dispute, it's why cats like DeAndre Hopkins say, you know what, I got this contract dispute with the team. I'm not going to let it interfere once the regular season start. So I'm either going to get it finished and be on the field, or I'm going to put it on hold to the offseason and be on the field.
Oh, and then when they feel because even though you're saying that, it's affecting them. Like you're saying, like they saying, okay, man, he do 3 more catches, man, sit that nigga.
But you telling me that wasn't it though? You telling me he had an issue, he had an injury.
I'm gonna keep going. Or he hurt, he don't want to play. Man, he better play, man. We paying him, man. Like it affects them. He can't not play. He got all these strikes, man. He better do what we say. Like you can't have the conversation about. I'm saying you can't have the conversation saying that it's outside forces that's trying to supply, sneak in and sneak people into doing certain things and Illuminati, but then a blatant action.
But this ain't that. I don't have to do that.
That's what I'm saying.
No. This ain't that blatant. Though. This ain't that though. This is Bruce. This ain't that. And honestly, we don't know what happened because we saw Mike. We don't know what happened. We saw Mike Evans trying to talk to him. If that's the case, bro, I bet once halftime hit or whatever, once I sit my ass on this bench at the end of the game, I'm gonna walk to this locker room. I'm gonna clean my shit out. And nigga, y'all do what y'all want to do. Y'all cut me or whatever. I'll be back on the field next year with another team. But what this man did was put on the show, threw his pads on the sideline, ran off the field while plays was going on, did a couple of jumping jacks or whatever he did in the end zone and ran out. And then, he had the Nets game courtside next night. Like that ain't how you do it. It's all
why?
What you mean why?
Why? See,
so do you promote that? If you had a player on your team that you coached up, that you tried to show some sportsmanship to, And if you saw them do that, would you give them a call and be like, "That ain't how you do that"?
What I'm saying is, if I two things. One, from a player's perspective, they can cut me anytime they want to.
They can,
and they can also like this is all. It's the reason why supposedly why I'm mad is because I'm like, bro, I'm hurt, man. I ain't practicing on Thursday. I ain't practicing on Friday. I'm hurt, man.
And you know what I can do?
We losing.
And you know what I can do? If Bruce Arians tell me to go in the game, coach, I'm hurt. I can't go in the game.
That's what said.
And Bruce Arians say, go back in the game. Hey, coach, you
Yeah.
know what? I can't go in the game. I'm gonna go sit on the sideline. All right. And once halftime come,
no, hold on, now don't skip.
No, listen to what I'm saying. Listen
hold
to what I'm saying.
But at that point, coach tells you if you don't win the game, you off the team.
Bet. So I'm gonna go sit on the sideline, and if it's before halftime,
Yeah.
I'll wait till halftime come. I'll walk in the locker room. I don't come back out. If it's after halftime, I either go have a seat on the sideline, or I'll politely, without putting on the show, walk off the field.
That's because you care about how they feel about you.
I don't
But you
care
don't
about
care.
how they feel about me.
Yeah, you do.
No. Listen to what I'm saying. I don't care about how they feel about me. I
Yeah.
care about how I feel about me. So if
Yeah.
I love this game and I want to continue playing this game, and I already know I'm already on 2-3 strikes,
I don't care.
I'm
About that, bro.
gonna say, you know what? I'm gonna do it the right way. So when I'm asked about it, I can let them know what happened, because I don't want them to build a narrative for me.
Yeah,
I don't
because you
care
care
how much
about what they think about you.
It's not about me caring about what they think about me. It's about me knowing what my stock is, what I'm worth, and what I want to continue to do. Now, if I know I'm up 30 mil in the bank, honestly, I don't want to play this game anymore, and it's a big fuck you to the NFL. Well, yeah, nigga, I'm throwing my shoulder pads off. I'm walking on the 50-yard line while Tom Brady trying to throw a touchdown pass, because I don't give a fuck. I'm not playing this game ever again. When I walk off this field in New York, I know for a fact I'm not getting back on this field.
Maybe that's what it is.
And if that's what it is, then that's more power to him. I don't want to hear no bullshit about AB blackball next season trying to play for a team. I don't want to hear it.
What I'm saying is, do you hold anything so you don't think that Bruce Arians in any way is wrong?
I didn't say if AB said I'm hurt, I can't go back in the game, coach. And Bruce Arians said, fuck you, nigga. I don't care if you hurt or not. Go run this route. He wrong for it.
And what should happen to him?
He should get reprimanded.
He should get reprimanded, but the other man should kick off the team.
I didn't say the man should get kicked off the team. I never said he should get kicked off the team.
So what should
And for the record, he is not kicked off the team. He's still on the roster.
I know,
He's still
because
getting a paycheck.
Because it's some BS. What I'm saying
And
is,
that's what I'm saying. So let's call it what it is. Let's call it what it is.
Yeah.
Until he's actually kicked off the team.
Yeah.
For not going back in the game because he was hurt. It's all a bunch of bullshit. What I'm saying is he could have handled it better.
I agree with you, but I'm saying that if we don't say the coach should be fired or reprimand, if the coach shouldn't be fired, then he shouldn't be fired. If he shouldn't be reprimanded, the coach should too, with the exact same thing.
But I just said if that was the climate, if AB was hurt and the coach was telling him to go back in the game anyway, he should be reprimanded. What does that look like? I don't know. Is that a 6-game suspension? If that's a 6-game suspension, that's a 6-game suspension with no pay. If that's fire Bruce Arians, fire Bruce Arians. If AB can be fired for saying, you know what, I'm hurt and you don't want to respect that, and you firing me for quitting, and then it comes out that AB truly is hurt and couldn't go back in the game, same shit happened to Bruce Arians. He should be fired.
And that's the only thing I'm saying. I'm saying that his reaction isn't the best reaction and isn't the one that I think that everybody should take. But I'm saying that, like, he ain't punched nobody, he ain't throw nothing. He took his jersey off.
But that doesn't matter though.
Took his stuff and left the field.
I truly feel like
fired me on the spot,
I truly feel like if he was that hurt, me throwing my pads on the ground, doing some jumping jacks and doing the antics I did.
That's your assumption.
That's not building the case.
That's your assumption. No,
That's not my assumption. That's the optics, bro.
that's one thing to be running around and nothing more to say I'm gonna get hit by somebody. It's two different things.
It's the optics, bro. If I'm really that hurt, and you full of shit, I'm gonna walk off the field, bro. Okay, I'm gonna do what all hurt niggas do. What happens when you get hurt? You go to the tent and they confirm you hurt and you can't play. A nigga walk his ass down the sideline and walk through the tunnel. So if I'm truly hurt, listen to what I'm saying. No. Listen to what I'm saying. Nah, book. No, hear me out. Hear me out. If I'm truly hurt and this man don't want to respect the fact that I'm hurt, I'm gonna walk my ass to the sideline. I'm gonna get with the trainer. I'm gonna be like, "Hey, yo, trainer, check my leg out. What you think? It's hurting. I can't go back in." And then the trainer confirms, "Yeah, you got a quad injury or whatever." You know what I'm saying? I'm like, "Bet." I'm taking to the locker room. Receivers coach.
I already didn't play Thursday and Friday. I was playing hurt out here already.
Bet.
I'm saying
that's even more of it. But if that's the case, if I was already hurt through the week, and if I felt like I really couldn't play, I shouldn't even suit it up.
I tried to do what you're saying. Do it for the team.
Bet. So it didn't work out. So if you know I was hurt.
Now you're telling me that I'm fine if I go back in, and now all the conversation is not about me. All this evidence that proves that has the supports me really being hurt. But
I got the paperwork. I got the paperwork. So that's even more. Matter of fact, I got the paperwork. The fact that I left the field, how I left the field, is taken away from the fact that I got all this evidence leading up to the game that I was hurt. Because I ain't heard not one analyst talk about the fact that AB was hurt before the game even started. All you hearing about? No. All you hearing about?
The first report was saying that.
All you hearing is Randy Moss saying how, he did X, Y, and Z this way. He ain't gonna play again. All you hear is Shannon Sharpe saying,
it's sports entertainment.
It's still the way you handle business, bro.
What I'm saying
is at the end of the day,
it's the way you handle it.
At the end of the day, it's a business. And as an NFL athlete, NBA athlete, MLB athlete, MLS athlete, NHL athlete, you have to handle your situation as a business.
Did the coach handle it right?
I don't care. It's not about what the other entities.
Why don't you care about what the coach did?
Listen to what I'm saying.
I'm asking you, why don't you care about him?
As me, as an independent entity, worried about making sure my brand is on point so I can get whatever is owed to me.
But you don't care about that. But you care about that. See, you care about not him.
Book, stop. Listen to what I'm saying.
That's what you care about. He don't care about the money. I got money, bro.
It's not about money if you let me finish.
It gotta be.
It ain't gotta be. That's what I'm saying. You're not letting me finish. It ain't gotta be. Okay. It ain't about business. It ain't about money. It's about business. It's about my brand. It's about what I want to continue to do. Let's say I want to continue playing for 2-3 more seasons. I might be chasing. Listen to what I'm saying. I might.
You don't hear what I'm saying.
You're not even letting me finish, my guy.
Because you're making up a scenario.
I'm not making up a scenario.
You said if he don't want to play no more, he already told you that last year. 5 to 10 other niggas don't know what's going on in AB head. Nobody knows what AB wants to do. Well, I'm saying,
do you know what AB wants to do?
I do not. You're right.
I don't. All I'm saying is this: if it's a brand I'm worried about, and I know previous to the game I was injured, I suited up, I gave it a go. It ain't working out.
Yeah.
The team, the trainers, the doctors already know what I'm dealing with. Yeah. If this coach is telling me go in the game or lose your job, I already know. My nigga, I got documentation saying that I was already hurt. It ain't working out.
Okay.
So I'm going to handle it the right way. I'm going to just walk off. So that way when I walk off and I do my press conference, and now they're asking me, hey, why you walked off in the third quarter? Well, I was dealing with hamstring situation, X, Y, and Z. I showed up. I couldn't give it a go. I didn't want to further hurt my situation. Coaching staff told me go in the game or lose your job. I still want to play another 2-3 seasons.
Yeah.
I just shut it down. Whatever comes with it, comes with it. So now when they cut me and I had an interview with that next team, I got stopped. Oh, well, it didn't work out, not because of your past transgressions, but because you truly was hurt. So now you got this next shot with Baltimore Ravens or, victory lap with the Pittsburgh Steelers or whatever it is that you're trying to do. But how you leave, how you just left, Now the narrative is out of your hand. The ball is in their court. The narrative is in their court. Regardless if I give a shit how they feel, I still may have some goals that I want to accomplish that have nothing to do with monetary gain because I got X amount of dollars in the bank.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that we don't know what's in his head. I agree with you. But if I've told you already 2 teams ago that, man, look, I don't care about this football game.
So why are you even on the field then? If once you truly don't care about it, don't be on the field. Why are you on the field?
See, that's
and especially if it ain't about money, because you just told me it ain't about money.
That's how you feel.
But you just told me it's not about money. So if it's not about money, why are you on the field?
Because I'm saying, watch this. I play football because I enjoy it, but I ain't gotta play it. This is his words. I ain't gotta play it. I'm good at this and I enjoy it, but I'm good financially, so they can't move me by saying we don't get incentives or we
so let me ask you,
don't move me.
Let me ask you one. Let me ask you one question.
Yeah.
If the paycheck don't move me, why lie about my COVID vaccine status?
Well, that's a question because I don't know why did Aaron Rodgers lie about it?
Aaron Rodgers because he wanted to play and he wanted his check. And Aaron Rodgers technically didn't lie. He said that he's immunized.
And so he lied because he was not immunized.
Well, however steps he took to be immunized, he took those steps. Now,
but he was not immunized.
Kyrie said, I don't believe in that bullshit. So if you telling me I got to take that shit to play, I ain't going to play. So
Kyrie didn't lie and say I took some healthy stuff that made me immunized. That's what Aaron Rodgers did. He made up something.
Now what Aaron Rodgers did do is take some treatments that were known treatments to fight against COVID.
What Aaron Rodgers did was tell them I've been immunized, but they had treatments that nobody approves of.
That's not true. That's actually not true.
Nobody
that's
in the NFL.
Oh, the NFL. Okay,
the NFL approves of this. So you can't just say because I approve of it and none of us approve of it, I'm going to do what I do, and that's okay.
Well, he can do that because the NFL is not any sort of health organization that can approve or disapprove any treatments. Because if you actually looked at what he did...
Stop. This is my organization. These are the rules.
No.
Yes,
so I work for an organization that can't tell me what I can and can't do about my immunization status. But that's a whole nother conversation. We're not going to go down that rabbit hole. What I'm saying if he didn't care about the money that much, he wouldn't have lied about his immunization status, and he just would have been like, "Hey, bro, if y'all want me to take this vaccine, I ain't playing."
Maybe he's like, I want to play, bro. I don't care about the money. I just want to play, bro.
So now we back to what I'm saying. If you want to play for whatever you're trying to chase, whether if it's Hall of Fame legacy or whatever, you're gonna make sure your stock right, so I can be on the field next year.
But what I'm saying is, you're not wrong. I'm just saying that everything you're saying is you're saying if he wants to play next year, then I gotta do this. But if I don't want to play next year, then and he's showing you. And he said it. It's not me making this up. He said this that I don't care about playing. This is with the Steelers. So how you think 3 years passed and he didn't do the same thing 2 more times, but now all of a sudden he gonna be like, well, I care about my brand now. Like I ain't care about my brand in New England. I ain't care about it with the Raiders, and I don't care about it now.
They the fools for signing him. To be honest with you.
I ain't no fools. It's how he helped.
No, they're definitely the fools to sign him because they definitely didn't need AB to win a ring last season.
That's what
was AB a factor in them winning? Was AB a factor in them winning that ring? Let's be honest.
He called a touchdown Super Bowl.
Okay, but was he a factor? That Super Bowl was won. Whether he caught that touchdown or not.
I mean, who was to say? But I mean,
I'm asking you. No, you watched the game like I watched the game. Was that a game-changing touchdown or was that game won?
It was
the game was already won. Keep it a buck. The game was already won.
Extend the lead.
AB ain't been no X factor in fucking Tampa Bay.
So why is he playing Tampa Bay then? So everybody in Tampa Bay a fool?
No. What are you talking about?
So
he's a serviceable receiver. When you got Mike Evans on the team on the field and AB on the field, you can't just focus one side of the field on one receiver. Because if I got the whole defense focused on Mike Evans, I got fucking AB just running down the fucking field, bro.
And so he's the formula piece of the puzzle. He's not just a serviceable receiver.
No,
he makes
bro,
the
he's
game
like
different.
he's like option number 3 when I got fucking Mike Evans, Gronk on the field, the running back they got on the field, the other receiver they got on the field. He's like, it's like, oh shit, someone I can throw the ball to. Like, can't
So
wonder.
so you're saying with those other good players, him on there, and him being as good or if not better than all of them, because he has better stats than all of them.
Name me a random receiver on the Texans that's kind of good.
Randall Cobb, is he with us still?
No. All right. Name me a random receiver on I don't know, fucking Buffalo.
Bro, AB is one of the top 10 receivers in the league.
No, he's not top 10 anymore. No.
When Stephon Diggs, Beasley, is his name?
Cole,
Slot receiver. Cole Beasley.
You give me Cole. You put Cole Beasley on that team and take AB off, you still get a ring.
Maybe, probably.
You take Danny Amendola
to play for Texans
and put him on the team and take AB off, you still get the same results.
I mean, that's an assumption.
AB not even like the first or second option, and that's fact. I ain't saying he ain't good. I'm not saying he can't be a top receiver on the team in the NFL. I'm saying on that team last year, he ain't the reason why they won a ring. With that being said, if he didn't give a fuck that much, he would have retired when they told him to get the job. And instead, he went and got fake results to say that he had the job.
But your assumption that he did that because he wanted to play. Because
you telling me he did it because he wanted to play, bro.
Yeah, I'm saying, but you're saying because he wanted the money.
I didn't say it was. If you heard anything I said,
so
I didn't say it was about the money. I said it could have been of any reason. It could have been the money. It could have been maybe he's chasing some sort of Hall of Fame aspirations. Maybe he wants to play a certain amount of years. Maybe there's a certain milestone he wants to hit as playing. For a man to tell me 2 seasons ago I don't want to play, but yet and still he's still pursuing playing, he's chasing something. Okay?
Okay, that's how you feel. Like the man, I didn't broke it down what he's. We don't know what his true intention is. I'm just saying.
No one knows, but you told me he said 2 seasons ago I don't want to play, right?
No, he said I don't care about playing. He didn't say I don't want to play. He said I don't care about playing.
But yet still, what is he still doing?
But that's what I'm saying.
No, I'm asking you. What is he still doing?
Who's the real?
What is he still doing? He's still playing, right?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He said, if y'all don't want to let me play, I don't have to play. I don't care about playing. I will play if the opportunity presents itself, but I'm not going to jump through no loops. I'm not going to do nothing that's crazy. I'm going to do how I want to do it. So if y'all don't want to take me doing that, then don't take me. But if you take me, I'm doing what I want to do. That's what he told the Steelers. I'll sit out before I do. I'll sit out first. And he sat out. He went to the Raiders.
He sat out because he wanted more money. But
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That was motivated by money. He sat out because he wanted more money. Same thing with Le'Veon Bell. They both sat out because they wanted more money. And by them both sitting out because they wanted more money, yeah, they did get paid the next season. And then from there, both of their careers took a downturn. He played 9 years in Pittsburgh. And then on that 1 year, he was like, I want more bread. If you don't pay me, I'm going to sit out. He sat out. They didn't pay him. And the fucking Raiders paid him. And I don't know how much of that contract was guaranteed and how much of it he actually kept.
Yeah.
But what I will say is this. For a man who don't want to do something, if I'm saying, you know what, I really don't give a fuck about playing football. Mm-hmm. I've made my bread. So I don't care about playing. I ain't jumping through no hoops with y'all about playing.
Exactly. And y'all keep picking me up.
If I'm playing and you pick me up,
keep picking me up,
and you tell me, hey, you got to take this vaccine to play.
Y'all keep picking me up, man.
And if I feel like listen to what I'm saying. He's making himself available to play. Let's keep it.
Yeah, but y'all pick me up. So keep it.
But okay, man.
I can't sign myself.
That don't make sense, bro. Because what you're telling me is, if I really don't want to play, or if I'm saying, man, I ain't really got to play. I'm not finna jump through the hoops to get a fake COVID test to play. B,
Okay.
I'm not gonna make myself available to play because honestly,
No,
I can be doing other shit.
That makes sense because what I'm saying
It
is
makes perfect sense.
no, but then you're not saying this. If somebody told me they didn't want to play 2 years ago, why have I put on my team?
I probably reached out to you and said, "Hey, bro, I know you said you want to play. Are you still interested in playing?"
Okay, so but I done told y'all what the stipulations of me playing is already, right?
It doesn't matter if.
What you mean? I done told y'all. So then y'all.
So they wrong.
Foolishness.
So it sounds like you telling me the team is wrong for reaching out to the man. If
I'm
the
saying
man has
that-
made himself,
yeah.
so me saying, "Hey, I really don't care about playing," but yet and still every offseason I'm making myself available to play, and
y'all dummies keep picking me up.
and a team says, "Hey, are you available to play?" Yeah, I'm available to play.
And
Bet.
y'all
You got to
dummies keep
take this
picking- I done
COVID
told
test.
y'all.
You got to take
I
this
done-
COVID test to play. Man, I don't believe in that COVID test. You know what? I ain't got to play.
I told y'all.
Nah, what
man.
you
Did he
trying
get-
to do is what you're doing is making an excuse of that man's actions, bro.
Okay, how come
And-
he go to jail for the COVID thing then? If
What?
he faked the COVID test, that's a jailable offense.
No, it's not.
How come
It's not
yes,
a
it
jailable
is.
offense. No,
It's faking a government document, bro.
that shit ain't even a government document, bro. Why you bullshitting? Just now, it was made illegal to fake a COVID test in certain states. So no, that is not a government document. The COVID vaccine card that I get from Walgreens when I go take my Pfizer vaccine is not an official government document. So I'm not going to jail for faking that document. There are only a couple of states that has made it a law for forging a COVID vaccine document. And it
So
holds the same
question.
it holds the
Is it-
same stipulations as a forged driver's license, bro.
First, is he faking? You think he's going to like? You think he's going to Walgreens to get his test?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where. It doesn't matter
It
where. He
does.
goes. No, it does not, bro. Because I can get a COVID test from Walgreens. I can get it from fucking Walmart. I can get it
You
from
can.
wherever.
But so I'm asking you a question. You think that Antonio Brown's going to Walgreens to get a COVID test?
I don't care where he's going to get it from. It doesn't
No,
matter.
it does matter because
It does not matter.
I'm going to tell you why it matters.
There's no reason for why it matters.
I'm going to tell you why.
Is it a law against the
Yes.
COVID? Let me ask you a question.
Law. If you have a doctor's note and it's fake, that's against the law, bro.
Is it against the law? Time out.
Yes.
What state did he get the COVID vaccine fake?
In
card?
Florida.
Is it against the law in Florida?
It's against the law.
Is it against the law in Florida?
It's against the law
In Florida.
In any state.
No, it's not.
To take a doctor's document. A doctor's document is a legal document. To take that document and say this is real to somebody, that's illegal, bro.
In what state?
In any state. In
Are you
any
sure?
state. I'm looking at it right now. It is the legal document either directed by a doctor or the office of administration that affirms you had an appointment. Forwarding a document by using the doctor's note template is illegal and unethical.
What is it punishable by?
Let me see. It is punishable by up to 8 years in jail and a fine of $25,000.
So I got a range of a fine of $20,000 or 8 years in jail.
He hadn't get charged for nothing, bro.
How do
He
you
ain't got
know?
no charges at all because they
Because they got dropped.
receipt.
So that's cool. Whatever. What they got to do with
Hold
it?
on, he didn't get any charges.
What they got to do with the price of tea in China?
Because if
A man that
I
didn't
committed
care
a
about
crime.
a man that didn't care about playing. Why is he taking a chance to be jailed up to 8 years in prison if he don't care about playing, bro?
I'm asking you a question. If I committed a crime, how does commit a crime and the whole world know and nobody press charges?
We're not even talking about committing a crime.
It's a crime.
Now you bringing up a whole nother element of the situation, my guy.
It is a crime to fake a doctor's note, bro.
That's even worse on your part if the man saying he don't really have to play and you telling me he risking his freedom to get a fake COVID test to give to the NFL
but
to
you're
be
saying
eligible.
that
No.
There's no proof it was
Time out. What you mean?
there's no proof it was fake.
The man
There was
said
no-
he didn't get tested, bro. The man said he ain't got no COVID vaccine, bro. He admitted to not having the vaccine. He got suspended because he had fake documents for the COVID vaccine. You're
Are
telling
you
me
100% sure? Are you sure about that?
We're 100% sure that's why he got suspended. You're telling me.
Because he
You're
didn't.
telling
That's
me.
not why.
So why he got suspended, Book? Tell me why he got suspended.
He got suspended because it was fishy. They didn't have any proof. If they had proof, that's against the law.
So if
bro.
they didn't have proof, then why? So there's no reason for him to be prosecuted. If you telling
That's
me they
why-
had no proof, so now
that's why I'm-
you're telling me. You said your words were why he ain't go to jail if he had a fake document. But then you turn around and tell me, well, he ain't go to jail because they didn't have proof that he had a fake document. But then you also tell me he told people two seasons ago, I don't care about playing. So my question for you is, if you're telling me the man said he didn't care about playing, why would the man turn around and risk his freedom to play a game that he doesn't care about playing?
But that's under the assumption that you're saying that he did what they accused him of.
You can't have it both ways. You can't go pull up that the man should have went to jail for having a fake thing and then turn around and say, well, they ain't got no proof that he had a fake vaccine card. That's why he ain't go to jail. Then turn around and say the man told you 2 years ago he wasn't interested in playing, but the man produced a vaccine card that wasn't legit. As we all know, we all know, the NFL ain't gonna suspend you if they don't have any kind of evidence that you did was what it was. If that's the case, Deshaun Watson would have been suspended. Deshaun Watson ain't suspended. The Texans are just choosing not to play him, and they're paying him. If there was any kind of evidence that led to the fact that the NFL knew Deshaun Watson was guilty, he would not be getting paid to sit out. So you think they wouldn't do the same with a fake vaccination card? That's what I'm saying, bro. I feel what you're saying, but your argument got some holes in it, bro. Because you can't tell me
your argument got a hole because
it don't, bro. You can't tell me the man don't want to play, then turn around and tell me the man taking penitentiary chances to fake a vaccination card. I got $20 million in the bank. I'm not risking 8 years of my freedom to play a game that I'm saying I don't want to play. That just don't add up, bro.
That's what I'm saying. You're saying that because you heard that he got accused of it, that he did it.
I didn't bring it up. You brought it up. I didn't bring this shit up.
He got accused of doing something. He was never convicted of it, bro. The whole thing came out because he didn't pay somebody. He didn't pay his chef. And so his chef told the NFL that he had a fake card. And they had to investigate because he reported that. At no point, at that point, he said, I did have one. He said he'll get a booster. He never got proven to not have a card. They spent 3 days for actually detrimental to the team, but not for not having a fake. Because they never could. If he had a fake COVID card from a doctor, bro, that's against the law, bro. That's
not in every state. Oh well, from a doctor maybe, I don't know, but I know it's
in every state. It's a crime, bro.
So the crime is not the vaccination card.
It's the fake document from a doctor.
Okay.
So I'm saying
about vaccination.
That's why I asked you.
We're talking about vaccination cards.
Yes, but that's why I asked you. You think he went to CVS to get this done? You think he went to some that wasn't official?
I don't know. CVS is official. You know what happens when I go to Walgreens to get my vaccination? I'll tell you. I'll tell you.
$2.5 million a year, bro.
I'll tell you, kind sir, what happens when I go to Walgreens to get my vaccine.
You don't make $15.5 million.
I'll tell you what happens when I go to Walgreens to get my vax. I go to Walgreens, I get my vax. Are you vaccinated, sir?
Yeah.
Where did you get your vaccination from?
I got mine from UMBC or UMCB at Bethel Church.
And what did you get?
Got a card.
And what did the card say?
The card said that I took these shots and that these professionals administered it.
And does the card have stamps?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I got. I went to Walgreens. I got my vax. I got a card. Yeah. And I got a digital card in my digital wallet.
Yeah.
Registered with the United States government.
Yeah.
So now when I go travel and they say, Mr. Williams, are you vaccinated? I can pull my card out and put it on my phone. Regardless of how I feel about the digital tracking of my health records through Walgreens, I got it. It works great. When I go to the casino in New Orleans, when they had mandatory vaccination requirements, I could show them that. It's all the same to me. I don't care if I'm worth 100,000 or 200,000 or 200 million.
Not the same. It's not the same.
It's the same.
The requirements are different. The requirements are different.
What do you mean the requirements? So you mean tell me millionaires' vaccine is different from my vaccine?
I'm saying that the way that they vaccine and the requirements from the vaccine, when the Dallas Cowboys say Expo, okay, if you're going to vaccine, you're going through our doctors or these doctors so that we can put it so they can report to the NFL. These are doctors we got. So when I got my thing, it's like, okay, this is our doctor that you went to. We approved the doctor. Do you think Antonio Brown's going off on his own to find a doctor to get a COVID test? And I got a whole staff of people that's paid to do that kind of stuff.
Well, Well, Bug, I'm glad you brought that up because if Antonio Brown would have just went through, because I know, like you know, if I play for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and it's vaccination time, I can go to the team facility and get what done?
Get a vaccine.
So if he truly didn't care,
Yeah.
and this was available to him, why he just didn't go to the facility and get the vax? That way, when the chef says, hey, y'all know Antonio got a fake card, Antonio and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers staff can say, that's a lie because he was here on XX day and got the jab with sitting next to Tom Brady.
Maybe he got it there somewhere else. Or more importantly, maybe at the end of the day, and maybe he just, like you keep saying he don't care. And I'm saying he said he don't care about playing. I don't say he don't want to play. And I ain't say that he doesn't like to play. He just said he don't care about playing. If I have to go jump through this hoop, that hoop, that hoop. So that's the bottom line. That's the median point. So anytime it comes down to doing something he don't want to do, he telling y'all I'll quit. Before I told y'all that. So now y'all keep picking me up knowing that I have a baseline of don't tell me what to do. I've told y'all this and y'all keep picking me up, but somehow y'all keep blaming me for doing, like I'm a snake. I bite people.
No,
and you
so
keep putting me in your bag. Why I bit you?
AB definitely is locker room cancer. He's definitely.
Yeah. Okay. I know that. So why you keep picking me up knowing what I am, and then when I do it, you be like, man, you messed up.
But that's not an excuse for irrational behavior.
That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is the it's not an excuse. I'm not trying to make an excuse. Like we don't have to try to make. No, I'm not, bro. I'm just telling you
because you're trying to rationalize irrational behavior.
What I'm saying is, if his normal is irrational, then it's rational. He would do something normal, bro. Because he been doing it. He ain't not been doing this.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. So will your organization deal with an employee that's displaying these kind of actions?
Every organization has dealt with people who have irrational actions. Now, I would say that we would try. I wouldn't want to deal with somebody who was that irrational, but if I got a letter from their previous, if I had seen them over 2 years be irrational, I would be more mindful than to bring them in my organization. And if I do bring them in, I know some irrational stuff going to happen, man. Because I seen it. That's what he is. How can I not be like, oh yeah, well he did some irrational, man. I can't believe he did that. No, that's what he been doing. It's rational to think that he would do something irrational because he's always doing something irrational. So, I brought him in.
So your defense is don't even bring him in because you know he's gonna do something eventually.
It's not even like what I'm saying. You keep saying defense and explain irrational
because you found a layers to stand on. There's no, in my mind, there's no defending this. There are better ways that you could have handled this. And at the year professional you are in the NFL, by this time, you should definitely know how you should handle these things. And
if I'm a professional in this league, by this time, my coach shouldn't be firing me or telling me I'm fired if I don't go in the game. And I'm a 10-year vet, and you question whether
when you're on multiple teams, and the pattern is still there with you. It ain't you. It ain't them. It's you. What Uncle Shay say? What Shannon Sharp say? Shannon Sharp say, if every room you walk into, you smell something that stink. It ain't the room, nigga. It's you.
Yeah.
If every relationship I'm into, if every relationship I go to is turmoil, at some point it ain't the relationship, it's me.
But then there will be some relationships where you ain't turmoil, and
there will be some relationships where I'm not the key factor of the turmoil. But if the common denominator is every relationship I'm in, it's the same turmoil, then I need to take a self-analysis of myself first before I start pointing the finger at somebody else.
But I'm just asking you, how come? And I agree with you, but still, why is there little conversation about the coach?
Because Bruce Arians ain't throw his headset down. Bruce Arians ain't act the fool. Bruce Arians ain't do X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, so you're saying because of my post actions of how I was treated, and I couldn't handle it well. Excuse his actions because he handled it well.
No,
he was definitely
I'm saying the only thing that I can control is my narrative. So
I don't care about. See, that's the
you're
whole
not
thing.
you're not hearing what I'm saying, but you're not hearing what I'm saying. You have to care
about my
you have
my
to
narrative.
care.
Why do I care?
Because if
I cared, I wouldn't do what I just did.
Well, if he didn't care, he shouldn't have been on the field. He shouldn't have been playing.
Hello.
When they came to him, he should have said, "No, I don't want to play."
No, he said, "I will play, but these are the things that I won't do, and these are the things I won't stand for." And as you seen in the past, when you do these things to me, this is how I'm gonna act.
It's funny, bro. It's funny that you had a stance because you are the champion of acting like you've been there before, making sure you have good sportsmanship, doing the right thing on and off the court because you're a basketball guy. So it's funny that you even have this stance. I'm not saying that the conditions that made homie flip out was his fault. You dig?
I'm just saying why is every conversation about what he did and none of the conversation about what the coach did?
Because Bruce Arians
did something.
Bruce Arians ain't do shit but tell him to go back in the game.
But I'm saying if I told you I'm hurt and you told me to go back in the game and you tell me if you don't go back in the game, you fired, and somehow you okay with that?
I'm not okay with it. I never said I was okay with it. I already told you what I would have
conversation.
I never said I was okay with it. But the fact that he handled it the way he handled it, it takes the light off of the true issue is what you're saying is that he was hurt and he couldn't go back in the game. If that was the true issue, and if he would have handled it the correct way, then on Monday morning, on Tuesday morning, that would have been the true conversation nationwide, and it would have shed light on an asshole coach who don't give a shit about his players. But when you have a coach that's player friendly, and the narrative is ABing, what's going to happen?
Once again, that's why I'm saying, okay, I agree with you. That's why I'm saying. That's why I keep saying that narrative that you keep talking about is so subjective to the person who's giving it. Because even though it's a narrative about me, that does not speak for situations. And something that's so blatant as this is blatant. This is not, you don't have to dig too far to understand what happened. Like, irregardless of the way he reacted, we're not condoning his actions, but we have to look at when people react, we have to look and be like, hey man, why is he acting like that? Like, you can just assume, oh, he always does that. And that's one way to do it. I can see that. But you can also be like, hold up. We got reports from these credible sources that this is what happened. And even though he reacted in a bad way, and we can deal with him when you deal with him, you got to start with how you in your right mind feel you can tell somebody that they got to play, they don't play that, and we're supposed to be doing all this stuff with player safety and worried about CTE and all, and this guy they've already had questions about CTE with him or whatever. Like, that's crazy, man.
Did he have a cognitive injury, though? Did he have a head injury?
No, but he said, if he
it was
said,
a leg
no,
injury, right?
Listen to what I'm saying. So
I'm asking, it was a leg injury, right?
But listen,
was it a leg injury or a head injury?
It was a leg injury.
So don't bring the CT in it. Don't
that's why. The reason why it's important is because you're saying that I'm in a position where I need to be quick and not get hit, and you saying I'm hurt, and there's already been rumors about this Burfict hit. This Vontae Burfict hit that supposedly changed his actions, and now you can want to go out there again right now, half cocked. Yeah, I got a right to be like, nah, man, nah. So either the other conversation, so some has to gotta be fake then. So the other conversation we had earlier can't be viable at all.
What other conversation we had earlier?
If when he acted up with the throwing his stuff, and he been tripping since Burkett hit him, if that's true, if we believe that, then we have to 3 times believe that the coach, if he says I'm hurt and I don't want to go in, that he's thinking about this hit that got me tripping. That I've been tripping since this hit.
So if you're not 100% available to play the game how it needs to be played and protect yourself, you shouldn't go in.
That's what I'm saying.
So you shouldn't even go into the game, like from quarter one. But let's say he gave it a go. We tell, especially as black men, we tell our youth, make sure you control the narrative. And that's in every aspect of life. when the police pull you over, control the narrative. Make sure you're doing what you need to do. When you're in school and you're dealing with maybe a teacher or administrator that might not have the correct information on the situation, do everything you can to control the narrative. To make sure you control the No. What you mean? I'm controlling the narrative. How is that a subservient role? How? How is that a subservient role?
Because if I'm a kid in school, the teacher has the quote unquote power. If I'm getting pulled over by police, the police has the quote unquote power. So
in this situation, the coach has the power, right or wrong?
And that's what the coach
right or wrong? Did the coach have the power, right or wrong?
That's what he thought.
Does the coach have the power, right or wrong?
That's what he thought.
I'm asking you, right or wrong, does the coach have the power?
That's what he thought.
When you're coaching a team, who's in charge of the team? You or the player?
You're not actually in charge.
No. I'm asking you a real question. When you're the coach of a team, who is in charge of said team? Who's the leadership person of said team? You or the coach?
I as a coach am the person who is the person giving the direction to the people.
So you're in charge of the team. Is that correct?
Yes, I'm in charge. Yeah.
So Tom, I'm not in charge of No. Listen. So if I'm the player, who is my leader? The coach or me?
Well, that's a trick question.
As a team player, as the coach of the team, who's the leader of the team? The coach or me?
That's a trick question.
The coach or me? Who's the leader of the team?
That's a trick question because you think,
let's keep it a buck. Bruce Arians, Antonio Brown. Bruce Arians, Antonio
Brady.
Bug.
Or Tom Brady.
Bug, don't do this. Don't do this.
What you mean? Is Tom Brady the leader of the team?
Tom Brady is leader of the team, but who's the coach?
Is he the coach?
Who's the coach of the team? He's not the coach of the team. No.
But he's a leader.
He's the leader, but he's not the coach.
I'm asking you. So you saying who's the leader, the player, or the coach? The coach is the leader.
The coach is the ultimate leader. The coach is the ultimate leader. Tom Brady is also a leader of the team. But when I asked you I said Bruce Arians or Bruce Arians, Antonio Brown. Who's the leader and who's the leader and who's following?
Antonio Brown is following
All
coach.
Right, thank you. So listen to what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Coach says AB go in the game. Antonio Brown says, Coach, I'm hurt. I can't go in the game. This lingering injury from early this week is acting back up on me.
Yeah.
Bruce Arians says what?
Bruce Arians said, if you don't go, you go in the game when I tell you go in the game. If you don't play hurt, you're off this team.
Bet. So I'm gonna go to the trainer. Hey yo, check my quad out. My quad still fucked up.
Stop, free. Stop.
No.
Why I gotta go to the trainer to why I gotta go to somebody else to confirm what's going on in my body?
Because I'm controlling the narrative. I already know what's going on. I know what I'm finna do.
I'm asking you a question, bro.
So let me ask you.
Why are you
right?
saying
Okay, fine. I don't have to go to the medical expert that's on the sideline at the time to go ahead and corroborate what I'm saying, so I can make sure I have the necessary tools I need. Whether if I want to file a lawsuit, whether if I want to file a lawsuit or anything, you know what I'm saying. So, but let me ask you a real question.
You're gonna get real.
Let me ask you a real question. Let me ask you a real question. If I'm truly hurt, If I'm truly hurt, what's stopping me from just walking off the field?
Huh?
What's stopping me from just walking off the field?
I'm hurt, bro. Look.
What's stopping me from walking off the field?
Hold on. Listen.
I asked you, what's stopping me from walking off the field?
Because normally,
what's stopping me from just walking off the field?
What's stopping me?
Yeah.
If I'm hurt, I might not be hurt like that. I might be hurt like, well, I can't perform at 100%, so I still want to be there for my team.
So you still want to be there for your team?
Yeah.
So are you gonna do what he did?
But if it depends, bro. If you tell me something crazy like that,
I'm asking Young James Boogie. I'm not asking you to tell me what you think AB should have done. I'm asking Young James Boogie, what have you done?
If you told me something crazy, like if my coach told me something crazy, like if you don't go in hurt, then you off this team, I'm not going to be docile about that, bro. Like what gives him how would he fix his mouth to even say that to me as first as a man, bro, as a human being? How is he going to tell me if I don't do this thing to hurt myself, then I'm off your team? Like I'm a slave or something. Like I'm a piece of meat that I just do what you say blindly, no matter how. Nah, bro, that's crazy, man. That's crazy as hell.
So who else heard this on the sideline?
It was reported by, I don't know who reported it, but I know Rappaport reported it, and CBS Sports reported it. So two reputable.
I'm saying who and also reputable sources reported that he was mad about a contract dispute and incentives he didn't get. So what I'm asking you is,
show me the article that has a reputable report that says he was mad about not getting reps.
Hold on, I'm reading it now.
What's the name of this reputable?
Why he just don't walk the field, bro?
What? No, name the reputable report that says that he was mad about not getting reps.
Hold on.
You're not gonna find nothing, bro. It's a meme.
Hold on.
You're not gonna find one, bro. It was a meme that somebody made up. Somebody made up that meme. It's true that themselves was coming, but there's no evidence nowhere that says he was fussing or complaining about not getting no touches. He just got 10 touches last week, bro. 10 for 100. Like, come on, man. You're not going to find it nowhere because the narrative has already been spun by people who can diagnose CTE in 10 seconds. Oh, yeah, he got mental health, man, because he did this thing.
I'm reading a report. Hold on. See, that's the Tampa Bay news thing. See Phil Yates. I don't know who he is. I haven't read a report that says Bruce Arians told him to go in the game and get fired, bro. I've read reports that said Bruce Arians benched him on the sideline, and that's what enraged AB to throw his pass to the ground and do what he did to run off the field. I have yet. Where? Well, this was AOL. There was some Tampa Bay news feed. I'm finna go to NFL.com, bro.
Go to nreport.com.
I haven't read something that said Bruce Arians told AB to go in the game hurt or get fired, and that's what led to what he did.
Bruce Arians and the coaching staff said he needed to go in the game, and he said, "I'm not going in the game." Hurt.
That's a video of Antonio Brown taking off game midfield, walking to the tunnel. And it's NFL.com, bro. I feel like if Bruce Arians truly told homie, go in the game and get fired because you hurt, nigga, this should be frontline news everywhere.
Look, that was the first report from Ian Rappaport literally said that thing, bro. And that's why it said.
Let me go to Ian Rappaport. That's why they came. Ian Rappaport tweeted this.
He said it on ESPN that morning.
Let me go to Ian Rappaport, bro. Because I feel like if that was really the narrative, that shit should have been front and center in bold caps on NFL.com, bro. And if that's really, truly the truth, then shame on the NFL. Spell Ian Rappaport.
IANRAPPO.
Boom, here we go. Ian Rappaport. Let's see. This is my all-time favorite Ian Rappaport tweet. Nah, that ain't him. That's him, but that ain't, Ian, I need to see what you got going on, Ian Rappaport.
I can send you the whole article.
Nah, I want to organically find it, bro. Let's see. Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin downplays record 15th season in a row. Okay, Mike Tomlin ain't had a losing season yet.
How about this? Rappaport explained that Brown frustrations stemmed from an injury issue. The veteran wide receiver has been dealing with an ankle injury for the past couple of weeks, holding him out of weekly practices. Head coach Bruce Arians and his staff clearly received clearance from the medical team about Brown's availability, considering the 7-time Pro Bowl played in 26 offensive snaps throughout the third quarter. When Brown refused to re-enter the game during the third quarter, Arians and his staff told him to leave off the field. Of course, you know the aftermath.
What?
When head coach Bruce Arians and his staff told him to, until he refused to re-enter the game during the third quarter, Arians and his staff told him to leave the field.
That don't say that he told him to play or get out. Also, Ian Rappaport says NFL Total Access, it stated in the halftime locker room for Bucs wide receiver Antonio Brown continued on the sidelines when he refused to enter the game. And then he was done. the latest on the AB situation with Tampa Bay not yet releasing him, but they will. All right, I'm just trying to find where Bruce Arians told him to go in the game and get fired, bro. And I didn't hear any of that. I heard that he was benched and he got mad, so he ran off the field. And I also heard that he refused to go in the game.
Did you not just hear what he said? Bruce Arians and the staff told he refused. He wasn't benched. He refused to go back in the game in the third quarter. And Bruce Arians and the staff said, leave the field. That's the clean version. The video, which I could send you, has him saying he goes through a little more detail.
So you mean to tell me that Bruce Arians told him, go in the game hurt or get fired? And that shit flew for the NFL?
Why you think he's not fired?
Huh?
Why you think he's not fired?
Who?
How could he get cut from the team, bro, and 2 days go by, now he's still on the team?
Well, Bruce Arians don't cut nobody from no team, bro. That's a general manager and ownership situation. Bruce Arians ain't the end-all, be-all. He ain't the GM. He the coach.
Exactly. So how the coach gonna tell him? How is the coach gonna tell you that if you don't play, you fired?
Bruce Arians ain't want homie on the team from the get-go. The only reason why homie is even on the team is because of Tom Brady. Tom Brady was like, go give me AB. But what I'm saying is, if Bruce Arians said, hey, my guy, let's see, Antonio Brown has a meltdown at the hand of the Jets and Braxton Berrios. # Braxton Berrios. This is Ian Rappaport, bro.
Okay.
He's reporting this in real time. Here's the video of Antonio Brown leaving the field, saying goodbye. Tampa Bay has given him endless chances, but they have grown frustrated with him through his rehab and suspension. But this hard to come back and play again for this team. This is Ian Rappaport, bro. Bucks wide receiver Antonio Brown took his uniform off along with his equipment, threw it on the stands, and left the field. Of course he did. None of these tweets have said that he was told to go back in the game due to an injury.
Those are the live tweets. The next day they got him.
Bro, I read you the next day shit. I see Jalen Hurts reports. I see AB in some off the field clothes. Drew Lock. Old lineman Nicholas something. Nope.
Again,
wide receiver Michael Gallup. Nope. Let's see. Packers cruise control. Nope.
NFL, USA Today. NFL Network reported Monday that Arians and Tampa's offensive coaches told Brown to enter the game in the third quarter. Brown declined to do so, citing an ankle injury that was bothering him, according to the report. When Brown would not enter the game, Arians told Brown to leave the field, the report said. So
he didn't tell him to play and get fired. He told him to leave the field.
So first off, the coach told him to leave because he didn't want to play because he was hurt.
So if you hurt, man, nigga, go leave the field then. You hurt, bet, go to the locker room.
That's how you do.
You hurt, go to the locker room. If I'm frustrated with your antics, you hurt, bet, go to the locker room.
I ain't did nothing, bro. I'm hurt. So
he did something. They just told you they were frustrated with the bullshit he was doing earlier within the season.
Once again, the man said that he was hurt. He said, if you're hurt,
go to the locker room.
Go leave.
Okay.
That happens all the time? Is that normal?
Yeah. So you telling me if you hurt, if I'm saying, hey, go in the game, I can't go in the game, coach Mike hurt, bet, go to the locker room. You just gonna stand on the sideline with your ankle hurting?
He went to the locker room, bro.
He got frustrated. He threw his pass on the ground and ran off the field. And he did a couple of hop, jump, skips, and jogged off.
Once again, so you telling me I was playing. I tested my stuff out. I was like, man, my ankle is still messed up. Go back in the game. Man, I can't go back in, man. I'm hurt.
Go to the locker room.
Go to the locker room. Stop.
What you mean stop? Coach ain't told you to go to the locker room before?
No, never. Not as I was used.
So you just sat on the sideline. So you just sat on the sideline, hurt in uniform with ice on your ankle?
Yes.
Nah, bro. I went to the locker room and started treatment before.
Did you come back?
I went to the locker room and started treatment. So of course I didn't go back in that game, sir.
Okay.
It's no defending it, bro. At the end of the day, and this went way longer than what it is. You are defending it, bro. You really sitting there trying to defend the shit.
I'm not defending it.
You went from telling me Bruce Arians told his man go back in the game and get fired. until
did.
and he
That
told
was
this
the
man he told
reports.
this man either go in the game or go to the locker room. And this man decided,
So,
this
time
man
out.
decided
Why
to
am I-
throw a temper tantrum, throw his pads on the ground, moonwalk past the 50-yard line, do 4 jumping jacks in the end zone, and then salute the crowd and run to the tunnel.
So, just for clarification, you feel like Bruce Arians' actions were correct and justified?
If that man said go in the game or get fired, then that's foul. If that man said go in the game, if Antonio Brown said, Coach, I can't go in the game, my ankle's still fucked up, and he said, cool, bet, take it to the locker room.
Or
I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it.
If he said you're off the team,
he said that in the press conference, right?
No, yeah.
So he said that in the press conference after Antonio Brown did what he did running off the field. Is that correct?
Well,
I'm asking you, is that correct? Or did he tell him you're off the team before he did what he did?
The report that I read said that he did it before and then he did it afterwards.
You have yet to read me a report that said that's the dialogue that happened now.
I'm going to say the video, but
So the video has audio of Bruce Arians saying you're fired.
No, the video has audio of Ian Rappaport explaining the entire situation in its entirety.
I couldn't find this video on Ian Rappaport's socials. As much as these guys want to have FaceTime on TV, they normally would have the link to this TV situation on their socials.
It's right here. I mean, it's the first one that pops up every time that
And what is this?
It's on Ian Rappaport explains what happened.
What
MSN,
platform?
NFL.
Where I need to go?
On MSN, on NFL.com.
NFL.com. Boom. Week 18 NFL Power Rankings. Browns shutting down Mayfield quarterback to have surgery. Carr, 3 playoff team to make third, running back 1 pick. 3 winners, 3 losers. Pitts, Tomlin, random, Jim Caldwell, Washington to something. Senior Bowl, Titans linebacker Bud Dupree, cited for misdemeanor. Then I see a Lowe's advertisement. I see an NFL Game Pass advertisement. What's trending? Mini move. Bengals clinch AFC. Something with Aaron Rodgers. Something with Ben Roethlisberger. Darius Leonard. Hall of Fame thing. Antonio Brown takes off uniform, walks into tunnel mid-game. Let's click on that video. In this video, a guy in a suit telling me about some bullshit I don't care about. Advertisement. Yeah, I'm not ordering the BET MGM Grand Sweepstakes to win $1,000. Let's see.
Midway through the game yesterday, Bruce Arians and the offensive staff.
So damn, you're really gonna play a video while I'm playing the video? That's childish.
I hear you.
Brown, no helmet, no shoulder pads, takes off the undershirt, throws it into the crowd. Remember, they're on a road game here, and Antonio Brown.
Good form in the jumper jacks.
Speaks for itself. He looks into the crowd. He ran into the tunnel and ostensibly into the locker room.
All right. Play your recording, because that's the last of the videos I got on NFL.com.
Okay. Here we go, right here.
No, here's my understanding, Kay, of how this entire situation broke down. Midway through the game yesterday, Bruce Arians and the offensive staff told Antonio Brown to go into the game. They believed that he was healthy. Antonio Brown did not believe that he was healthy. He had been battling an ankle injury for the last several weeks, did not practice Thursday, did not practice Friday, and I know personally had some doubts whether or not he would be able to be out there and play. What he told the staff, from what I understand, is that he was not going into the game because in his mind, he did not feel he was healthy. The response then from the offensive coaches and from Bruce Arians was, if you are not going to go into the game, when we tell you to go into the game, then you cannot be here. At that point, they threw him off the sidelines and then cut him from the team. So Antonio Brown, which Bruce Arians announced at the post-game press conference, he is no longer part of the team. They essentially told him that on the sideline send him packing, leading Antonio Brown with $1 million incentive right within his reach. He was going to get it. He left all of that, left the field, and now is no longer a member of the Buccaneers.
But that whole report is not even true because he's still a member of the Buccaneers.
That was the day after.
That's the day after from what Antonio Brown said would happen. What did Bruce Arians say happened?
That's not from my tongue. That's from Ian Rappaport.
Ian Rappaport is reporting what Antonio Brown said, bro. You didn't hear what he just said?
He said
Antonio Brown said in his mind he wasn't healthy. The coaching staff were led to believe that he was healthy. The coaching staff said, bet, if you can't enter the game and you're not healthy and you can't play, you can't be here. Remove yourself from the sideline. Is that not what he said?
Essentially doing what?
Well, yeah, he said you off the team, but he's still on the team.
But see what I'm saying?
And then he also said essentially making him miss $1 million worth of incentives that he was right on the cusp of getting. But he wasn't going to get it if he didn't want to go in the game. Or, you know what, if he needed another week to rest up, go to the locker room and play next week.
So how can you keep changing the narrative to say go to the locker room the next week? And he literally said, this person who was an insider just said, yeah, they kicked him off the team right there on the field. He's still on the team, Boog. Bruce Arians don't have the power to kick nobody off the team. That's what I'm saying. I agree with you. But I'm saying that the fact that you're saying that in hindsight of what we know now. But at that point, Bruce Arians what did Bruce Arians say at the press conference? He's off the team, right? Yeah, because Bruce Arians want him off the team. Exactly. So Bruce Arians wants him off the team. He's not off the team. So you saying that he's not off the team it doesn't negate the fact that he told this man at that moment that you're off the team. Do you think that he knows whether Bruce Arians has the right to cut him out? He's the head coach. I think Antonio Brown 100% knows that Bruce Arians is not a head coach and a GM. That Bruce Arians is the head coach. There's a GM and ownership who has to determine whether they want him on or off the team. So you think that the GM's going to side with him, or he already, like, a lot of these things you're saying take a lot of different caveats and like he think, he going to sign with, he going to decide with me because the GM likes me, or as of Tuesday, because we can't speak on Wednesday because we don't know yet. As of Tuesday, was he on the team? Yes or no? As of Tuesday, was he on the team? Yes or no? Yeah, on the team. All right then. So what you mean? All right then. So he ain't off the team. So whatever Bruce Arians said in the heat of the moment don't matter because he don't make the call to hire or fire anybody. So he's not on. So he's on the team. So now we talking the same. We're not talking the same. That has nothing to do with how you handle yourself exiting the field. This is what I'm saying. So if Bruce Arians can talk outside of his head in the spur of the moment, then Antonio, can do something off top of his head in the spur of the moment. No, it's not saying that either one was right. Bro. Hold up. We don't teach our youth that shit, bro. And you know that. Oh, so what? And you know that. It ain't no so what. We don't do that, bro. Control your own narrative, nigga. Worry about yourself. Control your negative. I don't care about him, bro. I'm controlling my narrative. I don't care about Bruce Arians. At this point, I know you don't, bro. At this point, I don't care about Bruce Arians, bro. And by you saying it's obvious you don't. That's not changing that. I don't care about Bruce Arians. I care about my brand and about what I got going on and about my health. So if I can't play, I can't play. I'm gonna control my own narrative. If this man want to act the way he want to act, bet I'm gonna walk out here with some class. And then when they asked me in the presser while I left, hey, yo, this man told me if I can't play, I'm fired. So I walked off the field, and then I'll rehab the rest of the season, and then I'll play for somebody next year. That's what you would do. That's what a sensible person should do. That's what you would do. The antics that he did, that ain't what we teach our youth, bro. That ain't what you're supposed to do. So at what point in coaching class do they tell a coach you can go make decisions about firing and hiring? I'm asking you a question. Me being the player, I'm not worried about the Bruce Arians actions. Now, if you're asking me, stop. I don't have an excuse for it, Boog. If you listen to what I'm saying, I'm speaking from what should happen on the player side. Now, if you ask me the ethics of a coach that is told, let me finish. When you ask me the ethics of the coach, if the coach is told by the training staff, this man is healthy, he checked out
we checked all the boxes. He's healthy to go. His players available for you to play. He's suited up to play. Bet. So he's 100% available to play. He's healthy. Go in the game. Coach, I don't want to go in the game. I don't feel healthy. I bet. I'm tired of your antics. Hey, bro, if you're not going in the game, get off my field.
Stop. He played in the first half. So what you're saying doesn't make sense.
It makes plenty sense, bro. Get off my field.
He played in the first half. So it
makes plenty sense. Was there a play that he walked off the field saying he was in pain? Did he walk off the field after the play saying I might have tweaked my ankle and go check with the health staff, with the doctors on the sideline? I'm asking.
I don't know.
All right then. Well, we need to figure that out first.
But that's why I gotta tell you. So why are you so hung up on him having to prove himself to this man?
I'm not hung up on him having to prove himself.
Yes, you are. You keep saying that. You tell them, I don't care. Tell anybody, bro. If I'm hurt, I'm hurt.
I'm not hung up on him having to prove himself to people. I'm more hung up on representing your brand, controlling your narrative. That's what I'm hung up on.
You are hung up on him, but he telling you that my brand is good off the rip.
No, you're not.
And I'm showing you that after this happened, I'm dropping a rap song because I'm saying I got other stuff I'm doing.
That's even crazier,
I could
bro.
Be doing it.
If you want to drop rap songs, go rap. You're not playing football.
So why does man got to conform to move like you want to move?
I'm not trying to make you move. How anybody trying to make a move, bro? And I honestly don't understand how you got this take, bro. Because you the main one to tell the kid, "Hey, yo, act like you've been here. Act like you got some class. Have some sportsmanship. Worry about yourself.
He's not a kid.
Don't worry about anyone else." That's even better.
Kid, bro.
You're a full-grown adult, bro. You should know how to. You should know how. You're a full-grown adult. You should know how to conduct yourself in business. Let Bruce Arians be the asshole who don't know how to conduct himself. And then on Monday, on Tuesday, on Wednesday, the headline will be that. Not you. It will be his unethical treatment of a player on the sideline, and then he'll be out of a job.
So what I'm saying is that sounds good, and there's nothing wrong with that, but it's also a fact that, once again, whether I go off on the sideline or not, man, his actions should be the topic of conversation. Just because I went off doesn't mean that
what do we tell the kids?
We're not talking about kids, we're talking about adults.
Okay, well, what do we tell anybody? And what do we know is fact?
These two grown men.
What do we know about people who throw the rock and hide their hand? It's never the person who initiated it. It's always the person who gets caught reacting.
So if that's the case, then why are you steady talking about how he should have reacted?
Because we're talking about how he should have conducted himself. I don't care. I'm not talking about Bruce Arians. Like I said,
I know you're not.
If Bruce, if
AB,
listen, if you heard what I said, then you will hear what I said. If AB would have controlled his narrative and acted accordingly, when the reports came out on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Bruce Arians will be out of a job because he did some unethical things.
Why would any report come out?
It should come out.
I'm asking you, if I go sit down on the sidelines and don't go back in the game, they're gonna be like, "Why he didn't play?"
And I'm telling you why I didn't play, because I tweaked my ankle in down number 3.
And what if the
Bruce Arians told me to go in the game or not go in the game?
Yeah, and the coach said, "Well, the medical staff said he was good to play."
I'm telling you, I can't go, coach. And he told me get off his field and he fired me. So I can't go. So I sat down until I had some help to the locker room. I would have milked that shit. If anything, he would have been the topic of every conversation of being an unethical coach. I would have milked that shit.
And he gonna say, exactly like you said, I'm Bruce Arians. The medical staff said he was good to go. So I didn't believe him because the medical staff. So I think he was just pulling an anti.
Well, and then that's what it is. My word against yours. And
so
then I live to fight another day. But I live to fight another day.
But so I'm saying,
because it's how you control. There's no way you can sit here and tell me that AB was justified doing what he did, bro. He could have definitely handled that shit a different way.
You keep going to that.
And Bruce Arians could have definitely handled it a different way too. If Bruce Arians has a player, but that's not in question. If Bruce Arians has a player that said, "Hey, yo, coach, I can't go," I bet you can't go. Hey, go check out with the medical staff. Get that thing wrapped up, and we'll reevaluate on Monday. That's what should have happened.
That's not what he said. So
that's what should have happened.
But that's not what he said. So
you're not hearing what I'm saying. That's what should have happened on his front, and I'm telling you what should have happened on AB's front. And the we're in agreement.
We had 2 wrongs here.
But the only reason why I'm not in agreement because I don't know exactly what was said from Bruce Arians. Do we have any neutral people saying, "Oh yeah, man, I heard Bruce Arians say some foul shit to AB"? We heard that. We got that.
The report that Ian Rappaport got was not from Aaron.
Who was it from?
Antonio Brown.
Who was his source?
It was from his sources on the field.
Who was his source on the field?
You think he'll give his sources up, bro? That's not how it works, bro.
I mean, at that point, it got to be either a coach, a player, or a ref.
Once again, so if I got 4 players, like that's how I become an insider. I don't get an insider by saying my sources are this person, because now I have no
sources. So if Ian Rappaport's sources are 100% true, why Bruce Arians ain't on the hot seat to get fired?
Because everybody's looking at AB because of his past transgression. That's why.
Are they looking at him because of his past transgressions or how he did it the field?
Because how he did it. And I'm not saying all I'm saying, bro, is this. Well, AB did not react the right way. Neither did Bruce Arians. But even the inkling that he if it was, let's say Bruce Arians did everything the right way. Are we gonna give him the benefit of the doubt?
He gonna get the benefit of the doubt because Bruce Arians, and I'm not saying it's right, but I'm just telling you, he's gonna get the benefit of the doubt because Bruce Arians has a track record of being a player's coach, of being a coach is gonna ride with his players, take up for his players, do what's right by his players first. Bruce Arians has that reputation. Now, AB has the reputation of being a locker room cancer, of lying about injuries, of doing X, Y, and Z. So
lying about injuries.
He has a track record of lying about injuries, bro. So when Bruce Arians and the coaching staff is told by the medical staff, hey, this player is good to go.
That's in the first quarter, though, bro.
This player is good to go. And this
player,
the first quarter.
We played the whole half.
This player is good to go. And this player ain't came to the sideline. He ain't partnered with no medical staff. He ain't said, "Hey, yo, man, I think I tweaked my shit. Look at my ankle. What you think?" Because I'm thinking I can't go. What's your opinion? He ain't done none of that. He ain't done none of that.
Thursday?
Excuse me?
Did he practice Thursday?
No, but did he suit up on Sunday?
I'm saying, did he practice Thursday and Friday?
No, but did he suit up on Sunday?
So we know that.
Time out. That's bullshit. Did he suit up on Sunday? Yes or no?
What does that got to do anything?
It has everything to do with everything.
So everything. So everything.
If on Sunday morning, and we know how these reports go. You got into up to a certain amount of time before the game. If I'm in the locker room and I think my shit iffy, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, coach, or coach, or health staff, my injury's iffy."
Just say that there's nothing, Aaron. Like, I mean, you might have said already. There's nothing AB. There's no part of AB's actions that you condone.
That's not what I'm saying.
But we're not. I'm saying no. I'm not saying.
I don't condone how he exited the field. I don't.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying there's no part of his action I condone. But I'm also saying that even in not condoning something, everything don't have to be polar opposites. Just because he made an improper move or an immature move doesn't mean that Bruce Arians and the coaching staff didn't do the same thing. So and knowing
what AB did.
How can I hear that evidence that it happened and not even
what AB did? He shouldn't play another down in the NFL. And if I don't have no concrete evidence, I don't have to. It don't have to be public. It don't have to be made public to me. But if the NFL do an investigation and they found out through players and coaches that Bruce Arians told this man, "Hey, go in the game, you fired," he needs to be reprimanded and fired as well. But if Bruce Arians was following the advice of his medical staff, and if AB was following the advice of the medical staff, and if he went out there in first quarter, second quarter, tweaked his ankle, came to the sideline, ain't check in with the medical staff, and just told Bruce Arians, "Hey, yo, I feel like I'm still hurt." Bruce Arians got every right to be like, "Hey, go to the locker room, get off my sideline."
That's crazy, man.
It's not crazy at all.
Yeah, if I tell
it's
you
not
I'm hurt,
crazy
I'm
at all.
Hurt,
because if my player tell me he hurt, I'm be like, no, listen to what I'm saying.
Hurt, man.
Listen to what I'm saying. If my player, as a coach in the NFL, a coach of men, if young James Boogie come to me and say, "Yeah, you know the ankle injury I had, man, I think I tweaked that shit last down." I'm like, word, hey, bet, hey, go check with the trainer over there, make sure it ain't nothing too serious. Get some ice on that thing. You can't go. Go to the locker room. We'll reevaluate it on Monday. Okay. That's what should happen.
Is that what he said?
I'm saying that's what should happen.
But is that what he said?
I don't know. You're telling me it's not what he said. I don't know what he said. I don't think either of us know exactly what was said. I'm
That's
telling
what I'm
you
saying. So
what I'm telling.
if you're not sure about
Listen,
what he
listen.
said,
But
then
we're not
we're
sure
gonna
what
go-
AB said.
Well, I'm
AB
saying-
said.
okay,
AB said.
but we-
AB said. I think I'm still hurt. And what I'm saying is, if Bruce Arians didn't say something along that thought process, that's a problem.
So
I'm also
okay.
saying if AB didn't check the boxes to check his health, if he just threw a temper tantrum and ran off the field,
That's not
also
what
a
happened.
problem.
That's the 100. How? Any report you said, any report you read said that he was asked to leave. So all the taking the stuff off, that's after we asked him to leave. That's not he just start tripping. No, we asked him. We asked him whatever we asked him, and he said whatever he said, and we asked him to leave.
All right, can I ask you a real question?
What?
You're a team sport. You've played team sports at a college level, right?
Yes.
Has there ever been a time where you felt like you were hurt or you've been hurt and you didn't get checked by the medical staff?
Yeah.
There's been times that you've been hurt and you didn't get checked by medical staff?
Yes. You can
Explain
turn
to
your
me an
ankle.
injury.
You can be in the middle of the game and turn your ankle,
Right.
and just walk in like a couple plays. You don't even come off the game. You just walk it off.
So you mean to tell
Yeah.
me that you've had an injury, and maybe I didn't ask the question the correct way. Has there ever been a time where you had an injury that was debilitating enough where you knew you couldn't go back in the game, and you didn't get checked out by the health staff or the training staff?
No, it depends. So if I had like a pre-existing injury, let's say I had a sore ankle, and I played the first half and the second half, I go back and like, man, I can't push off on it. They ain't finna go bribe me. I'm icing right there. Like, okay, just sit down after the game. We'll ice it.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. And I don't think I was a athlete near the caliber of Antonio Brown. There has never been a time, whether there was a pre-existing injury or a new injury, where I've come out the game and it's been serious enough or debilitating enough where I'll say, hey, you know what, coach? I don't think I can go.
Yeah.
And I didn't get checked out by the medical staff.
So you're saying
I've been checked out. Matter of fact, I've been checked out by the medical staff, and it was said, there's no swelling. Do you feel any pain or discomfort? Yeah, I feel a little bit of pain and discomfort when you rotate my foot to the left.
Yeah.
All right, well, bet. Let's go to the locker room, start some treatment.
So
I feel like I've never been in a situation where I've come out of a game and I haven't at least got checked out by the medical staff.
He might have been. This getting checked out. Getting checked out is also, hey, that's that ankle you rolled. Yeah, man. And look at it. It's been swole all week. Yeah, it's just I can't push off on it real quick.
If my ankle has been if my player's ankle has been swole the entire week,
yeah,
he ain't going to the game. He shouldn't be playing. He shouldn't be suited up.
Stop it.
It ain't no stop it.
Stop it.
And what, he's shooting the cortisone up in his ankle and he gonna run out there and play? I thought they been stopped doing that.
So you think that everybody that plays in the NFL is 100% every week? They don't have
No. I know they're not 100% every week. Matter of fact, Tyrod Taylor got a punctured lung trying to get shot up to play in the game. But I also will say, if I have a skill position, a wide receiver with a swollen ankle that can't push off, me being a coach, it's common sense. My guy is not going to be effective.
Remember Isaiah Thomas with the fractured ankle who played the whole quarter?
Yeah, but he chose to go in the game. He wasn't told to go in the game or else.
What I'm saying,
he chose to go in the game.
He chose, but wasn't his ankle very?
So in this scenario, AB would not have refused to go into the game. So we're not talking apples to apples.
So what I'm saying is
we're talking about a guy who has a track record of being a diva and choosing when he wants to play and when he doesn't want to play.
You just told me that every time or the athletes, when they get hurt, they get checked out, and that the staff says, because the staff.
No. I didn't say every time. I just asked you in your opinion and your experience.
No, I'm saying if the staff says he's not good to go, then he doesn't play.
If the
But he
staff
still
say he
can
ain't
play.
good to go, he shouldn't play. Now, if that player says I'm good to go, coach, fuck what the staff say. If I'm running lot, just chop my finger off. I'm gonna go play. If I'm Brian Leftwich saying, "Hey, yo, these niggas finna carry me down. I'm finna finish this drive," that's on the player. The player forfeited the common sense and said, "I'm gonna stay in the game and I'm finna go. You niggas carry me down to this next marker." That's the difference between, you know what I'm saying, if I'm really hurt, I checked out with the staff and they telling me, yeah, you're right, bro. You don't need to be playing. And this head coach tell me to go play anyway. That's bullshit if that happened. I'm just as that if Bruce Arians did that, that's bullshit. He should be fired.
We'll see. We gotta let it play out, man. We gotta let it play out.
AB's still on the team. Bruce Arians is still on the team. They ain't finna cut AB because they don't want to cut AB this week, and then AB be on a competitive team next week. AB will get cut once the playoffs start, and can't nobody pick him up. That's when That's when AB will be cut, bro.
Think so?
Let's they ain't cutting AB. They ain't gonna cut. They're not finna cut Antonio Brown this week. So then Antonio Brown can go play on a team that is a contender and is less one receiver. They ain't cutting him this week.
But he's the head case, man.
Oh, anybody deal with a head case to get a ring.
Okay, now it makes sense.
I mean, New England dealt with a killer. Matter of fact, if you follow the money, Psycho Tom was dealing with a murderer to get a ring, bro. And then he brought another head case twice to try to get a ring and got one and didn't need him. So, I mean, the guy's a generational talent.
Okay, then. So I got generational.
But he can't go back. He can't go back to Pittsburgh and play. He can't go back to New England and play. Now he can't go back to Tampa Bay and play. He's running out of places to go play.
You gotta have it's 20 more teams.
Ain't nobody gonna pick him up for a full season, bro. This is last shot.
You gotta handle me different, man. However you play, you gotta handle me different.
At this point, I will handle you differently, meaning you're not gonna be on my team.
Okay, that's what they said last time when he left.
Tom Brady said no. Last time they said we ain't dealing with AB no more. He's a cancer. He's a distraction. And Psycho Tom was like, nah, I need him. You think 45-year-old Psycho Tom is gonna be like, hey, bring AB back next season?
I'm just saying, No,
I'm asking you, do you think that's really gonna happen?
The greatest quarterback of all time is making a play for me, but I'm a cancer in the locker room at the same time.
He definitely is a cancer in the locker room.
But the greatest quarterback of all time making a play for me.
Yeah, he's the greatest quarterback of this era, but he might not be the greatest GM.
The most winningest quarterback in the Super Bowl of all time.
I mean, when rules are put in place to keep you upright, yeah, you can play longer than Joe Montana and Dan Marino.
How do you want to swing it out, man?
He's the greatest quarterback of this era. He's LeBron James.
By far, he's
LeBron James. His longevity is what giving him numbers.
His longevity or his winning? Because he's winning. He's not just playing a long time, but he's winning championships.
His longevity. His longevity is what's got him there. The longevity in the system. He had a brilliant system with a brilliant coach.
Same in Tampa.
Bruce Arians is a brilliant coach. And last year they had a stupid amount of talent. Defense was already fired the year before. They built on the defense, and then when Tom Brady came to the team, you had I'm gonna say a flood of talent that came with him. You rebuilt your backfield. You went and you got Gronk back on the squad. You got one more piece at wide receiver, not AB, and then you were actually able to pick up AB. So with that system and the addition of the players that they added, what you got Leonard Fournette. Leonard Fournette won washed, and he ain't got to be every down back. So now he's sharing carries in the backfield, and he got Tom Brady on his team, and he got Gronk on his team, Mike Evans. Come on now, bro. In Jacksonville, everybody knew that Leonard Fournette was getting the ball, so they could just stack the box. But in Tampa Bay, I can't stack the box. I got to deal with Mike Evans. I got to deal with Gronk. I got a Hall of Fame quarterback in the backfield. I got not one back, but two backs. I got a power back and a speed back. I can't stack the box. So when Leonard Fournette gets the ball, if he can get past the first wave of defense, you got to put a hat to that man before you get him down.
The most talented team always wins.
Huh?
The most talented team always wins.
When it clicked, they won.
Oh, so LA gonna win this year?
I said when they click. You can have all the talent in the world if you don't have the coaching to go behind it.
Coaching and leadership.
Yeah, you got to have coaching and leadership. Tom Brady's a great leader. Bruce Arians is a great coach.
And one of the greatest leaders of all time decided he wanted AB.
He decided he wanted Chad Johnson. That ain't work out because he ain't utilized him the right way. Because Chad Johnson didn't fit that system.
Or he's kind of a little bit out of his, kind of like.
Chad Johnson right now can come in the league and be a serviceable third option at receiver.
This man be telling me.
Have you seen Chad Johnson run routes lately?
Come on, man.
See, you're not a student of football. You just kind of glance at it. Now, basketball is your deal. I can't tell you anything about basketball. But football, you just glance at it, bro. You can't. You're not a student of football, bro.
So you think Chad Johnson? You know what?
Chad Johnson is 100% better than Danny Amendola today. I bet you.
They're about the same, right? Both broke up and old.
Danny Amendola is probably still in the top half of receivers. He's at the bottom of it, but he's still the top half.
Have you seen him play lately, bro?
I'm just saying, it's some niggas out there.
Did you know he played for the Texans?
Yeah, I know he played for the Texans, bro. But Texas trash. They ain't got a quarterback that can get the ball to nobody. They ain't got an O-line that can protect the quarterback. Who the Texans playing the quarterback these days?
Sam Mills or whatever his name is.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Nigga be getting like 10 fantasy points.
Yeah. So this has been another riveting discussion.
We got a whole separate pod on Antonio Brown.
Yeah, the politics of politics.
All right, well, it's been another episode of 16 Shots Podcast with Young James Boogie. AR Dub. It's too early in the morning and we out.